It's only 5 milligrams.
Only 5.
It's
Little
only
power
5.
shot. How's it going, everybody? Good evening. We are back here with our pinkies up. We are ready to talk Criterion. So it is July. That is like the best month, besides maybe also November, to talk Criterion. We're gonna talk the things that we watched for last month that we each chose out for each other. Talk about our pickups that we've got so far for July, if any, and give some recommendations as maybe what you should be keeping an eye out for. We've got till the end of the weekend, so maybe some last minute buys for a birthday coming up for someone that you love. That's always a good.
Criterion is so smart sending that email out. They're so smart sending that email out. Like they got me today, and I was like, "Oh, I should go buy more. I should go give them more money."
Oh, did they send an email out? I didn't. I hadn't even had a chance to look at my phone, look at my emails today.
Check your email. Criterion sent one today, and they're like, last call for, like go spend your last money at the, last call for pissing your wife off.
Right.
Yep.
I actually only made one online order and one in-store order.
Look at you. You've shown almost as much restraint as me.
Now, I said one order. I didn't say one item, though.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But, there's so much goodness to get that you'll never get too much. I mean, you can get too much, but, like, you'll never have all of what you should have.
You can never have to. You'll never get too much.
I agree. There's no such thing as enough.
I'm proof of it. You'll never get too much.
Yeah. I keep waiting. I've been doing this for years with Criterion and with other boutiques, collecting movies and upgrading films to 4K and all this stuff. And I keep waiting. I'm like, next year is the year where I have everything I want. I'm not interested in anything. I'll buy like one movie a month. It'll really slow down because they won't be putting out anything new that I need. But that year has never come. Every year, it's like, this is going to be my year that I cap off my collection and I look at it and I say, it's complete. It's done. Stanley Kubrick isn't making any more movies. I don't got to worry about collecting anymore. I'm done. But every year it's like, no, you gotta go buy more, dog. Gotta get out there.
I mean, heck, let's roll that right into our first topic. They've been announcing some bangers coming up this fall. I mean, we've got some good stuff. I mean,
yeah. They're definitely going to get our money for the Kubrick set. Yeah. We didn't talk about that. We haven't talked about that yet, have we?
We haven't. I think it was announced in between.
It was announced between our
yeah. So what do you guys think about the Kubrick set? I mean, it's like, what, 33 discs or something?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
No, I'm not getting that one.
Really? No. I'm actually surprised you say that, but
because I read that someone did reach out to Criterion and they are going to individually release them.
Oh,
I had heard they were going to individually release some of them, but I'm not sure that I've seen anything that indicates they're going to definitively release singles of everything, like The Shining, Clockwork Orange, some of the stuff with Warner Brothers, like the big stuff, Full Metal Jacket. I would be surprised. In fact, I'm shocked that they got some of that stuff, even for the that. I was surprised. I was like, The Killing makes sense, and some of his other Spartacus has been long due for a Criterion upgrade. I know Spartacus has 4K, but it's been long due. It's stuck on DVD since like 2002. On Criterion at least.
I'm ready to shrink down the shelf size of that. That DVD's a thick.
It's a thick one, yeah. It's one of the big boys. But I don't get rid of my Criterion DVDs. I can't. I'm sick in the head.
Well, I usually pass them on to someone else I know will love them.
That's kind of you, but anyway. So like the Kubrick thing, to me, that's a no-brainer. It's coming out at the tail end of October. That gives us time to like stock up on our gift cards, like every now and again, put $20 in a jar or buy a couple of gift cards, like pad your shit out a little bit, your digital wallet. And then, it's right before November, which is the 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble. That's a $600 box set retail, but that'll be $300 after the 50% off. So
I do suggest for that one probably being in there like right around 12:30 a.m. once the sale on the day the sale's supposed to go live. The website never updates right at midnight. You'll just sit in there and get anxious refreshing for about 35 minutes or so. But
yeah,
I would definitely say try to be in there that early if you want that one. I was able to get everything this month that I wanted, and I got them the first thing in the morning. Like I woke up, my first break at work at like 10:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, let's go make sure everything I want still in stock, and it was. Yeah. But I got some heavy hitters this month. I got things that I think a lot of people were trying to grab. So
did you get enough stuff to get free shipping on your online order?
Always.
Okay.
I don't pay for shipping. I don't like.
No, shipping is all of the money that you save. Your savings gets eroded by the shipping. I can't pay shipping. But what's really been upsetting me about Barnes and Noble lately, I know we look at this 50% off sale as like a Barnes and Noble sale, but like honestly, we all know Amazon matches. Mm-hmm. So like you can get the exact same price for Amazon, and their free shipping threshold is half the price of Barnes and Noble's free shipping. I got to spend double at Barnes and Noble to get free shipping. I got to tell you, like, dude, I mean, I like the idea of like I could just grab a couple of Criterions for $50 and not pay shipping versus I got to buy like 3 Criterions at least from Barnes and Noble to get free shipping. I'm starting to lean towards Amazon for the sale. Plus, when I go to Amazon, nobody wants their box sets dinged up. I mean, especially if you're buying like the Wes Anderson box set, or in the future when we're buying the Stanley Kubrick box set, you don't want that to get banged up. So with Amazon, you can select the gift option and you pay a couple extra bucks, but they wrap it up and then they put it inside a box. So it's inside the bag, inside a box, and it's going to be a lot more padded out, and it's going to show up in okay shape. So I don't know. I feel like Amazon for the win on this this twice a year Criterion sale.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you on that, because what I like about Amazon is, so like the when I very first got into Criterion, they were doing some sort of sale. It must have been their flash sale. Well, Amazon was matching their flash sale, like their 24-hour sale, which is kind of odd, but they were. And I went on there. I just wanted one, and on Criterion's website, it's $50 for free shipping. Mm-hmm. So you still have to buy 2, and I just wanted one. Now I have Amazon Prime, so I do pay for the free shipping. But I was able to go get just Mildred Pierce, $24.99. I paid like $26 or whatever it is with my state taxes. The government gets their little bit of my cheese too. But I paid for just the one and got just the one that time, because I was still real new into Criterion. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to dip into getting big stacks. Like.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sometimes you just want one. You want to take advantage of the sale, and you just want to get like a $25 4K, and that's cool. Like sometimes that's all you need. You don't.
Sometimes Amazon is cheaper than $50.
I'm with you right there. Like you got to go. And the nice thing about Amazon too is like I can just add a Criterion to a box. Like my daughter's birthday is coming up. I got 2 daughters. I got my wife. I got my parents, I got my brothers. Like I'm almost always shopping shit, Christmas, of course, and I'm getting something for everybody. And you got a sale going on. Like, I'm shopping for Christmas, and there's also a sale going on in November.
Yep.
I mean, like, why not throw the $25? Get a little something from me too while I'm shopping for everybody else.
I've done that with April, and she's wanted stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll slip a movie in. I'm like, April, your order's coming, and I'm like.
See, I don't have Amazon Prime. My wife does, but I don't. And I mean, I'll use her account, but then also like if I'm buying something for her, I don't want it to be blasted all over her account, like what I'm purchasing. So oftentimes I'm cheap. I don't pay shipping. So I have to meet that threshold. Like half the time I'm like, I got to throw a Criterion in there, man. I'm $2.95 away from meeting that free shipping threshold. Like I can't just buy a pack of gum. I got to throw Criterion in there and be like $20 over. Like I overshoot it for the Criterion. But
hey, and sometimes you can find like a Criterion Blu-ray for like $18.
Dude, I got Killers of the Flower Moon 4K for like $20.
Yeah, I remember when that went up.
Yeah, they and that was before the sale started. I mean, I had it, long enough. I had it in my hand the last time we did this, so I must have ordered that 2 months ago or so. That was well before the sale. So every now and again, Amazon will just do something stupid, cheap like that. They'll just throw it out there. Like I got No Country for Old Men 4K from Amazon as well for like $18. Like it was like less than 20.
and that wasn't even during a sale time.
No,
so like,
it
if you see me picking up 2 or 3 Criterion in like an April or a September, it's because Amazon has some kind of flash sale, and I was like, damn, that's a good deal. Like,
so if they throw a 4K out there for $20, I mean, it's cheaper than the 25 that you'll pay during the Barnes and Noble sale. So it's like a no brainer. And when it's not new too, I mean, like I got No Country for Old Men. I mean, that was like February of whatever, like last year or whatever. It was like February of 2025, but it was like, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 months after it was released. It was like
it wasn't very green yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a deal like that on a Vinegar Syndrome 4K. Even if you wait for the sale, you got to wait 6 months at least. Then, the $45 4K is going to be, 30 or 32. It's a good deal, but it's not. I mean, it's like Criterions just make you feel like the price point of a Criterion 4K during the sale is just so like $25. It's like that's like a McDonald's. Right. Speaking of McDonald's, that's a McDonald's meal these days. Like
it really is. It really is.
It's like you can't get a Big Mac for $25 in New York,
And a Criterion's going to treat your body better than McDonald's does.
Criterion is good for the soul. McDonald's just turns your asshole into cancer. Colorectal cancer on one.
Oh, all right, man. All right. Is there stuff coming out this fall that you guys are excited for? Like, so there was one, and it's going to be a double dip for me. Mm-hmm. And I usually don't double dip 4Ks or upgrade 4Ks. I've done it once before, and it was another Criterion. So Criterion's the one that gets me to upgrade my already existing 4Ks.
Yeah.
But I'm getting Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like, ditto here. November, that was mine.
My wife got me the Blu-ray, the Criterion Blu-ray of Silence of the Lambs several years ago when it was like they had just gotten the rights back. Like, Criterion licensed, it's a very early spine number. Criterion licensed that during those like early like Wild West DVD days where it was like everything was up for grabs. Mm-hmm. And so they licensed that and it went out of print quickly. Like once DVD like popped off, MGM was like, we're taking that one back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Money off Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster ass.
When they announced that, it took everything off the table.
Yeah. When they brought that one back to Criterion, I don't know, what was it, 2019 or whatever year it was, 2020, Criterion finally got it back. And I don't know what you guys think. I thought that was like hot shit. That was a big deal back then. And so my wife picked that up for me on Blu-ray. And that was largely before I was really buying 4Ks. that was still early in the days of 4K. And now it's like, I think we might've watched it once. That's one that she loves too. Like Silence of the Lambs is a great movie because it's one that you put on and it's hard to stop that movie. Like you get sucked in and you're watching the whole thing through. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's why you're not pulling out of Silence of the Lambs. There's no like mid-stroke pull out. You're just going till it's done.
I mean, I have I have the Kino 4K.
Yeah.
But see, I never knew that was like a bad transfer.
I heard I've watched negative things about that. Yeah.
I've watched it once. I watched it once when I got it because I'm like, oh hell yeah, Silence of the Lambs. Yeah. Because I didn't have it in the collection at the time, so I was just excited to get it. And then I watched it. I didn't really notice,
Yeah, you didn't.
Whatever. I wasn't paying much attention to like the color grading being off, but once people start talking about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Then you notice.
It's one of those things that you almost don't notice till you see some YouTube that puts them side by side.
Yeah.
Like, this is the reference. This is like the Arrow 4K from.
And then I was like, whoa.
This is the Criterion Blu-ray. This is what the color grade is supposed to look like. And then this is what Kino gave. But it's like, wow, that's another one of those things. Like I haven't seen the Kino 4K, but I heard such bad things about it that I never went and touched it. So I'm going to happily upgrade to the Criterion. Yeah. But it was just one of those things that I almost sometimes wonder too, where everyone's like, no, the color grades, it's all wrong. You know what I mean? It's just totally off from like, do you remember the theatrical? Like, I don't know, that movie came out, like 1993? Like, does anybody remember seeing the theatrical print well enough to notice that the color grade was wrong 25 years? It's just wild that.
Yeah.
I sometimes think people just like pull that shit out of their ass.
Right. No, but like when you see the comparison stuff, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But then, so when I'm looking at the Criterions in store, if it's a Blu-ray, I'm very tiptoey about Blu-rays nowadays with Criterion. But if I look at the back of it and it says it's a 4K transfer on a Blu-ray disc, it's going right back on the shelf.
I don't buy Criterion Blu-rays at all anymore. I just don't. I don't do it. I just don't.
Well,
do it.
okay, so last year, I think it was
want
last
that
year,
Zatoichi set bad.
I bought Girl Fight and All That Money Can Buy both on Blu-ray, and they were new to the collection. Well, newer like upgrades, and I don't know if those would still get upgraded again. You know, like maybe. I mean, if they double dip within like two or 3 years, that's going to be really telling of the future.
I think, you know, you need to have a life cycle where you don't double dip. Like there needs to be like a 4 or 5 year lifespan on a Blu-ray. If you release a Blu-ray in 2021, I need at least 5 years before you double dip on the 4K. But I do feel like there was a while. I mean, there was a while where Blu-ray was all that you could get, circa 2012. I mean, yeah, you could buy DVD, but like there was no 4K until about 2016 or so. 2017. It was somewhere in that neighborhood where like you could even buy 4Ks. And at that point, it was like Avatar and 2 other movies, like Iron Man and Avatar, and like maybe the first Avengers or something that even came to 4K. It wasn't until like 2020, what was it, 2021, that Criterion even started doing 4K. Like they were late to the game.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I feel like if you got a 2012 Blu-ray and Criterion upgrades you in 2022, 23, 24, I mean, you had a solid 12-year run. But I do also feel like there's a cusp where, like circa 2020, Criterion wasn't doing 4Ks yet, but they were about to. And there's some shit they put out that got a 4K scan in 2020 that they put out in 2020. And you know, they're just sitting on it, like Thief or something. I don't know what year they put Thief out on Blu-ray, but I got the Thief Blu-ray when it came, like day one. I was like, shit, yeah, like I'm getting this one day one. James Caan, very like neo-noir, all the shit I like that makes it move for me down below the waist. And you know, it's a 4K scan and you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? 5 years later, here it is. I don't know, 5 or 6 years that Blu-ray had like a life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind 5 or 6, but that's what I say. Like last year, there was, I think it was last year that Girl Fight come out. That was last June, I think, right? Or was that 2 June?
Oh, it's been a couple of years since.
Has it been a couple?
Really?
Like 23, I think.
Was it 23? Wow. No, it couldn't have been 23 because it came out and I was already collecting them, and I wasn't collecting them.
What do you think about Girl Fight?
No,
I saw that one.
To the 24.
24. Okay, 24. Yeah. Like I still feel like I got a few years before that one would get a 4K. So in 24, I bought it. I bought it when it was a new release. Same with like All That Money Can Buy.
Yeah.
But they're still releasing movies. Even this October that they just announced, there's still ones that are coming just to Blu-ray.
Yeah, that hurts.
Not everything got a 4K. So it's like I can't say no to all Blu-rays Criterion.
I do.
But
I don't do it.
But if it's like if it's a Blu-ray that's been out for 3 to 4 years, I'm just gonna wait a little while longer.
Yeah, and especially if it's a 4K scan. I mean, if it's already been restored, it's already been scanned to 4K. That file is somewhere. Somebody like that scan is sitting there. There's a digital file that's like ready to replicate. It's ready to be sent off.
They'll do it.
Be encoded to disk and replicated 1,000,000 times and shipped to every Barnes and Noble and Amazon warehouse in the United States. Because what else is there to do? Push a button. That's it. Write a check to Fidelity and Motion and push a button and click yes. And the 4K will be 3 months away. So I don't know. I don't trust them with the 4K scans of a Blu-ray. And I mean, there are some Blu-rays that I want. Tampopo. God, I love that movie. I want that one, but it's like I have to wait. The Funeral by the same director, Juzo Itami. I want that one. Blu-ray only. But those are both like 2015 Blu-rays. So I'm like, where is it? It's around the corner. They're gonna bamboozle me. I'm gonna finally break down and get Tampopo for like $18, and then a week and a half later, they're gonna be like, "Guess what's coming in 4K?" And I'm like, "Ah."
They do it all the time to us.
And they got all those. Oh my God, they got so many amazing Hollywood, like 1930s Hollywood comedies and screwball comedies. Arsenic and Old Lace. Where is the 4K? I can't buy Arsenic and Old Lace. I love that movie. I got it on DVD, and I cannot buy the Blu-ray yet because I got to wait for the 4K. His Girl Friday finally got one, and that only further convinced me that we're getting the rest of them. Holiday, Bringing Up Baby, does that already have a 4K? If they don't, Bringing Up Baby's coming. The Philadelphia Story. There's so many amazing films that Criterion has the rights to that I need on 4K. I refuse to buy the Blu-ray. The Awful Truth is the exception. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm a completionist with that one. I'll buy that one every time they release it. I don't care.
And there some kind of Japanese movie coming out in October as well?
Oof.
Like a samurai movie or something? Or am I wrong about that? I don't really know. I just remembered that like I seen Silence of the Lambs and I cared about
October. No.
Janus Films has. You may be thinking of the film that Janus Films has acquired. Now, Janus Films is a subsidiary, or Janus Films and Criterion are like same. Pop in a Criterion, and like 9 times out of 10, it opens with the Janus Films logo. So, there is a film. It is called The Samurai and the Prisoner, and that film was directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, and that movie is getting theatrical distribution by Janus Films this fall, actually starting in August. And I'm going to fucking Boston to see it. Like, I watched the trailer the other day, and that movie looks sick, dog. I'm like already like, it's at the Coolidge Corner Theater in Boston. I'm taking my happy ass down to Boston one afternoon. Hopefully my wife will come with me, and we're going to go see a samurai film at the Coolidge Corner Theater, dog. That movie I'm already camped out on. I have a feeling that it'll come to either the Criterion Collection or Criterion Contemporaries once it's had its theatrical run. So like probably early next year is my guess. And I'll definitely buy that one day one if it's a 4K. It better be a 4K Criterion.
I mean, I would say it should be, but
a lot of those
I better be quick. I better be quick to not say that.
If you look at the Criterion Contemporaries line, it's really unfortunate because that's like Criterion putting out like new movies that aren't as like a lot of the films in the Criterion Collection, like Stanley Kubrick shit. It's like legendary, right? Like it already has a reputation for itself. But a lot of the Criterion Contemporaries, like this shit came out last year. It doesn't have the like 60 and 70 year reputation of like Citizen Kane or something. So,
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Say what?
The K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, I mean, you gotta admit that one's gonna make bank for them. So,
hey, they need those big mainstream pops to pay for the ones that the treatments and the restorations.
Yeah. You got to get my kids watching Criterion somehow, right?
Right. It was Chasing Amy for a lot of people.
Yeah, for a lot of 90s people, for a lot of people in the early 2000s.
Like I had Chasing Amy, didn't even know what Criterion was.
No kidding. Yeah, I guess that is true. I don't see anything for their most recent. I don't see any samurai films. I don't even see any Japanese films.
Wow.
For their most recent slate. I'm looking at the month before now, and I see a 4K upgrade for 12 Angry Men. I might upgrade that one. I got that one on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Now see, I have that one on Kino, but like I don't know, Criterion.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like the Kino one does have the original, or does have the remake on Blu-ray with it, which is really nice to have that one.
That is a good
on there because it was good.
A good bonus.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a whole ass movie as a bonus.
I like getting a whole ass movie as a bonus. I like that documentary too. You get like a 90-minute documentary. You're like, I'm about to learn something today.
Yeah.
Put on my thinking cap. This one says UNH. It proves I went to college.
And none of you guys are going to talk about Frankenstein coming out.
Yeah, Frankenstein. I still haven't seen it. So, I'm not the biggest Guillermo del Toro guy. Like, I like him, but like, I'm not wild about him. Like he's good, but yeah. Like Hellboy was all right. Everybody rants and raves. Pan's Labyrinth, I went to see that in the theaters with the girlfriend at the time, and I just remember thinking, like, I feel bad for that little girl, and I wasn't even a dad yet. Like, nowadays, I'm not even sure if I can watch Pan's Labyrinth, because I got 2 little girls. So,
oh, did you like The Shape of Water though?
I haven't seen The Shape of Water.
That was actually the one that that's been the only 4K I've ever upgraded. I got rid of my studio and got the Criterion.
I might wind up blind buying that one day. I most recently bought Mimic from
I got that one.
That was I don't know if you guys noticed. It just activates my autism when something like this happens because it's so minor. It's the type of thing that really you should just like look once at and just keep going along the road of life. But I can't. I look and I'm just like, why is that? You know, it's like when you get. I remember when I was like, I must have been 5 or something 6. It's one of my earliest memories encountering a midget at Disney World for like the first time ever. Like I'd never seen a midget before. I'd never encountered a little person. And my parents took me to Disney, of course, as parents tend to do. And I just remember, like, I don't know, I came around a corner or some shit, and I was just like, and I must have had this look on my face because my mom was like, Jason, you can't just come on, just don't stare at the man like you're embarrassing the shit out of me. But I'm also like, Mom, I'm fucking 6. I've never seen this shit before. Like in a cartoon, yeah. No white and the dwarves. I've never seen this shit in real life. Like, you got to give me a minute to reboot my fucking brain right here. I'm 5 years old. I've not been exposed to this shit. I'm not worldly. Fuck, I'm not even in kindergarten yet. Holy shit. Mickey Mouse is taller than this motherfucker. Anyway, but that's sort of like, you just notice something and you're like, this is gonna stick in my craw until I have a good explanation for it. But like the average Kino, like outside of a sale, not on sale. If you go to the Kino website outside of a sale, the average Kino 4K is what? $32, $33, something like that. So if you go buy one of the Abbott and Costello 4Ks, like right now, it's like 32 or $33. For some reason, Mimic off the sale was like 39. And it was like that at Bull Moose too. It was like $5 more than every other Kino. And I'm like, why? Why is it more? It's the same package. It's the same slipcover. It's the same. It's not a chunky box. There's no poster. It's just the same old humdrum Kino. Why is everybody charging $40 for this? And it activated me so much that I couldn't buy it. I was like, I'm not buying this shit. No, Mimic is not a good enough movie. I don't want to set a precedent that Kino can get in my ass for an extra $5 anytime they want to. No, sir. It might have been $7. It's petty, but I'm not, it's like we don't negotiate with terrorists, right?
Right.
So it was on sale for $17.99 on their, it was like the same price as every other 4K on their summer heat sale or whatever. So I was like, click. I was like, now I find your terms agreeable.
Now, have you got it? Have you received it?
It came, it showed up, it's in my hands. I haven't watched it yet.
Did it have a slip?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
That's surprising.
Sent that shit right back. But the Kino website is very good about, like, they'll show it with a slip or without a slip. And if it doesn't have the slip, then you're almost certainly not going to get the slip if it's not in the picture. But like 99 times out of 100, unless you're like that one unlucky fucker who buys it on like a Sunday and they haven't updated the picture yet, like the web dev guy who updates the pictures comes in Monday morning, like you might be that guy who misses it. But almost all the time, the Kino website is very good about showing you which ones that slips. So
I just remember ordering Face Off like a week after it come out, and it came naked.
That's such a shame. Did you get it from Amazon?
No, I got it from Criterion, or not from Criterion, right from Kino. Like I think it's the only thing I've ever ordered from them. I'm like, oh, it's Face Off, and I ordered it, and it came naked. And then I found out that one just had a really low print run of slips.
Did they? That's so insane.
Yeah.
That's so insane. Because Amazon sometimes, like, the slips are still widely available, but for some reason, like, Amazon doesn't get them, so they're just like, whatever. Sorry, kid.
I'm trying to figure out, like, why does a Kino 4K without a slipcover exist?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, look at that beauty right there. That man just had to rub your nose in it.
Oh, wait. Does that have reversible cover art? I don't think
Kino almost never does that too. So many Kinos I pop open and I look and it's just like the white background. I'm like, come on, Kino. Like, I love Kino. I shouldn't say I love Kino. I appreciate what Kino does. However, they're like their flimsy slip covers, their lack of any like chunky boxes, there's no print materials. I don't need the lobby cards and posters and shit. But the fact is, they charge just as much as like an Arrow 4K. I've paid $30 for most of my Arrow chunky boxes. 4K chunky boxes from Arrow. I pay between $30 and $35.
Yep.
Kino wants the same exact money for like flimsy, like tissue paper, like Kleenex slipcover, no written materials, and barely any. I mean, Arrow goes above and beyond with special features. I mean, almost
God, yeah.
Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome are the two that like always give you the most, even more than Criterion. Like I love Criterion, but they're sometimes hit or miss on special features. But holy shit, Arrow gives you so many special features. Kino, like look at the Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. They want $35 for those, and they added one special feature to each of those movies, one commentary. Everything else is like behind the scenes, whatever. It's like photographic stills or whatever. It's like some like 2001 special feature. Like why? It's ridiculous that they charge as much as they do based on the product you get versus if you took that same money to Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome, you would get like stacked. You would get like 3 discs, a 50-page book, all this shit for the same exact money. And so Kino kind of kills me in that regard, which is why I almost never buy Kinos unless A, I get them used. I got Hard Target with the slip for $20 like 3 days ago. At
Nice.
yeah, that's an out of print slipcover, and I paid like 20, it was like 20 or 21 bucks. Boom. That goes in the cart all day, or $17.99 when they do a sale. I'll buy like 5 or 6 at that time. And that's why like a big line of Kinos, but that's the only reason, because they go on sale so cheap sometimes.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the chat real quick because we got a few people in here. We had Brad in here earlier.
What's up, Brad?
He says it's your burner account, but I don't think so.
That's I call it my Clark Kent account. I got Clark Kent and I got Superman. So my alt is my Clark Kent account. That's my
Team
Mountain Studios account.
I've seen you use both of them in the same stream sometimes.
Sometimes I remember
on device.
Yeah.
Is it dependent on what device you're commenting from?
No, not really. Well, yeah. I mean, so like usually it's my phone, and I'm just logged into my Clark Kent account because my Clark Kent account is the one that's got like the algorithm tuned into like all the conspiracy theory shit, all the wild paranormal shit, like all the just craziest, like I'm a psychopath. That's my algorithm. So I switch over to Movie Mass, and it's like, hey, here's how to grow your YouTube channel. It's like the algorithm's whack. It's like, this isn't entertaining for me as like a human being. So
fair enough. I get that. Mine's this YouTube channel is a they called it's some kind of weird like profile. Like it's not a regular account. So I can't do like gift memberships or any of that stuff that you can do as a regular like YouTuber with memberships. Like I can't gift them because I have some kind of like different account. Like I have a personal account, a brand account. That's what it is. This is a brand account.
Okay.
And I don't know why. From my understanding, it has something to do with the fact that I had a Google account and a YouTube account before Google owned YouTube.
That's so weird.
And so, but it's really nice because it's like my YouTube music stays away from my YouTube video, which is kind of good because I don't like my YouTube music popping up in my YouTube video part of it. So that's kind of nice.
I get you. Sometimes you're like, dude, I'm listening to podcasts right now. Like I am not listening to, like, don't hit me with some Fleetwood Mac right now. Like normally I love me some Christine McVie. I'm not much of a Stevie Nicks guy, but I do love Christine McVie and Lindsey Buckingham together. When they do a song together, holy shit. The 2 Fleetwood Mac albums from the 80s, my favorite albums. I'll hit that shit up sometimes, but don't interrupt my podcast with the Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
I'll tell you when I want to hear some Fleetwood Mac, which is just about every day that ends in Y.
Hey, Mom, how's it going?
Hey, Nikki.
We got Corey in here. What's up, Corey? How's it going?
Howdy.
West, yo.
What's up, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
Man,
Bro,
I streamed both them guys this week.
I'm dyslexic. I didn't think that said Ponto for a second. I thought that said I was like, Luke Porno, what?
We got Holland in here. So it's been official for a hot minute now.
It's an official live stream now.
see what else we got in here. I'm just trying to go through the chat quick. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So,
Dang.
Corey said I have not actually bought any this round, but I have a few sitting in the cart that I'm debating about.
Just do it.
In the card.
Just do it. Just do it. You need a few criterions, Corey.
I haven't bought any this round either. I feel like a total Judas. Like they're gonna kick me off of this show. And you're like, you gotta go. You haven't bought a Criterion this month. I haven't bought any Criterions this month.
They're gonna bring that mobile wagon to your house and take all your shit back.
Dude, you know, like if I wake up and the Criterion van is out there, I don't care. Like it'll say free candy on the side. Like it might as well say free candy because that's how you
go and get it
and get my pants down. It's like paint the Criterion C on the side like a panel van. Some sketchy dude with a mustache from the 70s, like, hey man, we got some free Criterions in here. I'm like, oh, free Criterions? Bag over my head. Like, it's so dark in this Criterion closet.
We got Stacy joining us tonight. Good evening, Stacy. We got Tiana in here. Good evening, Tiana.
What up, Tiana?
The queen of the Great White North.
Booyah.
Now, Tiana, she is our Kino connection.
Yeah. The Kino Queen, the Queen of Kino.
The Canadian Kino girl, right? Is that what it is? Canadian Kino girl?
Yep.
Cool. The Queen
pair up Johnny in an action comedy with which action star?
You can team me up with anybody, but that
Chris Farley.
Fucking
Jackie Chan, dude. Let's put you with Jackie Chan.
No, I have my issues with Jackie Chan.
No, yeah, okay.
There's no
Well, I was
such
just
thing as
thinking,
an
it could be something like
I
Rush
gotta
Hour,
make
buddy cop type movie. Harrison Ford. There you go.
Oh, you want two grumpy old men on the screen? All right.
Hey, Harrison Ford's a fun time.
You could pair him up with what's his face.
Thank you, Corey. I do appreciate it. One of the longest channel members that we've had here. I do appreciate it. 11 months. Have you acquired the recent new Criterion? It was just an accident.
Channing Tatum. That's who I pair him up with.
Yeah?
All right.
Channing Tatum.
I'll be okay with that.
Oh wait, Channing Tatum can like pull his shirt off, and they can do like that. You remember that old Saturday Night Live
with
sketch?
Farley and Swayze.
With Farley and Swayze, they do the Chippendales. Yeah, that would be great. Let's do the Chippendales thing. Put that in, make it like a buddy cop comedy action.
I mean, we know he can be funny,
dude.
The Jump Street movies are hilarious.
Channing Tatum is a talented dude. I don't care how that makes me sound. I like Channing Tatum. I watched Magic Mike. I don't give a shit how that makes me sound. I watched Magic Mike and I liked it. Steven Soderbergh is an auteur.
I've seen the first one. I like the first one.
I only saw the first one too. Yeah, I wasn't. I'm fucking around with the second one, but
we got Eli joining us tonight. Good evening, Eli.
Bro, I don't feel like I've heard from Eli in a while. How you been, dog? Have you been all right?
I know. I caught him in. I think I caught him in Garrett's stream the other night. Garrett was doing the end of his the bottom 50 of his top 100 horror movie list or something. It wasn't his. I think it was like some website's list or something. He was just kind of going over it.
By the feds and went back to prison or something. Shit. I was getting
but I hadn't seen him in a minute. But then again, I don't think I've been live on this channel since we were live last time together. I think that's all I've really been doing on here lately is getting together with you guys. I've been on a lot of other people's channel though. Shoot. We got Trini in here tonight. What's up, dude? Thanks for popping in.
What up?
Let's see. What you like better, Demolition Man, Kindergarten Cop, or Cliffhanger? Ooh, I'm going with Demolition Man. I just love Demolition Man.
I don't know. Gosh, that's a tough one because there's so many.
Cliffhanger's good.
But Kindergarten Cop has given me so much dialogue that I like to this day. I quote Kindergarten Cop to my kids who have no idea the context. I'm like, you are mine now. You belong to me. And they've not seen a single Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and they know when I do that voice that I'm doing. They're like, stop talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, you don't even know who he is. Like, who is your daddy and what does he do? That one really confuses them because they're like, you asshole. It's you. Unfortunately, because I wish I had a dad that didn't quote stupid Arnold movies from the 80s, but it's you. You're my daddy. And what do? You quote stupid Arnold movies. But I mean, like, Kindergarten Cop's given me a lot of It's not a tumor. There's a lot of really great non sequiturs that I can drop on my kids that I don't know, man. Kindergarten Cop, I'm the potty pooper. I might take it. Kindergarten Cop might do it for me.
Yeah. Kindergarten Cop's great. There's just something about Demolition. I love that movie.
Yeah. And when he yells at those kids to finally shut up, you just like watching him like shut up, like yelling at all the kids and just finally like snapping and losing it is the most relatable parent moment. Like you're just like, holy shit, I've wanted to do that so many times. Just shut up, but never really wanted to traumatize my children. But man, as a parental fantasy, that moment is like, it's better than watching him snap like dudes' necks. It's better than watching him hit the camel in part 2 of Conan. Tells them kids to shut up. That's a move right there.
We say the M word, Jason.
What's the M word?
I'm not sure what that's in reference to. It was about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
The M word.
Little people.
Oh.
Sausage fingers.
The M
Can't
word.
look them in the eye. It messes them up. You got.
Yep.
But I was like tall enough that like he and I was 5, so like he and I were like on even. I was like, this is an adult that's as short as I am. Like I'm 5, and this is it totally like I swear to God, I think I might have blacked out the whole rest of the day. Like, I don't think I remember anything else from being 5 just because of that instance. I think I blacked out till I was like 13. You know what I mean? Because I don't even really remember my teenage years that well. Although I think at that point we could just blame the drugs.
We got another Jay in the house tonight. What's up, Ben Ghoul? Johnny and Jeff and Brother Jay in Chippendale outfits.
Tell you something you don't want to see is my hairy ass in a Chippendale outfit, dog. I got to wax. I'd have to wax like 40-year-old virgin, you know what I mean? Kelly Clarkson and shit. Ooh. No bueno.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're glad to have you in here tonight with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We're all caught up on the chat. Didn't take nearly as long as I thought.
Word.
I skipped over some stuff, and I'm sorry, whoever's in the chat, if I skipped over your stuff, just because we gotta keep rolling.
Be more interesting next time. How about
I think you skipped over your mom, but that's okay.
Oh, you
my
can't
mom. She was just chatting with other people. Wasn't she?
You skipped over her things. That's okay though, Jeff. That's okay.
Wasn't she just talking to other people?
She was just talking to other people.
Okay. I mean, if there was conversation to be added to the topic, it would have been brought up. I'm not rude.
Jeff is definitely
right.
rude.
So we watched some stuff this month. I know that. I know we did do that because we asked each other if we'd watch some things. We picked some stuff for each other.
We keep in touch. We keep like our fingers on the pulse of what we're watching in a chat.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys just want to go in the order of the screen that we have it, or
that's fine?
I may have watched the most. I know that we chose one. I know we chose one for each of you guys, and you guys chose 2 for me, and then I watched a few extra.
Trying to get bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trying to mark spine numbers off the list.
I know, and it's so hard to do that because I'm sitting over there. I finished mine. And I'm like, should I do another one? No. Because the more I do, the less I'll have to come on here and say, "Well, you guys pick one out for me."
Dude, I'm so with you because like, there'd be days that I get a wild hair and like I'm gonna throw in a Criterion I haven't watched yet. But now I'm like, I gotta save them shits. I need to be able to go with like a handful, like 4 or 5 Criterions to show the boys. Because if I don't have Criterions to choose from, I'm gonna be in some shit. I'm gonna have to get a credit card out. I'm gonna have to take my ass to Barnes and Noble.
I might be getting close to that.
Criterions.
I might be getting close to that, and I'm only saying that because I added most of what I added this month wasn't blind buys. It was movies that I've already seen that I know I like.
Let me ask you, if you guys do this shit, do you you're looking through your criterions, you're like, oh, I could use this one. I haven't seen this one yet. And then you're like, I don't know if I want to tell them I haven't seen that yet. I don't know if I want to admit to my boys on the internet that I haven't seen that shit. Maybe I just need to.
I did that tonight. I do that tonight.
I do that shit sometimes.
You're gonna be disappointed when I do finally pull that one.
Oh no, I'm not honest. I'm like, I'm in the closet about having not seen this shit. Like, I'm deep in the closet. I'm R. Kelly in that closet. Like, I'm like, hanging out.
Yeah. There's some that I'm like,
I was like,
I tell them.
no, I pull one off the shelf tonight. I'm like, I should just watch that one on my own. And just be like, yeah, I done seen it a long time ago. So my month started off right after our live stream. I actually didn't watch one that you guys had chose for me. I watched one for the 52-week movie challenge that me and Johnny are both partaking in with Huck this year.
Cool.
One of the weeks this last month was someone that had insomnia or memory loss, something like that.
There's a movie for that in the Criterion collection. I've got that one.
There is, and I went with Paris, Texas.
Not the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. Not the one that most people
literally called Insomnia.
But yeah, he doesn't have any memory at the beginning of the movie. And this is pretty good.
A lot of people like that movie.
Huh?
A lot of people like that movie. That's a very
it's Wim Wenders, right? Yeah. So I definitely want to check out more of his films. I don't think I've seen a lot of them, but if I'm not mistaken, there's a few of them in the collection.
Yeah, there's a few.
He's got some.
Yeah, so, I had a film professor who suckled at his teeth.
Yeah.
I had a film professor that was like, he loved him some Wim Wenders.
That doesn't surprise me. My only issue with this was that it was a little longer than I was expecting it to be, and it really felt that long.
I like looking at the back of these sometimes before I bring them in. You guys did me wrong last time, so I'm like looking at the back. I'm like, is this 90 minutes? Okay, you're in. 86 minutes. Okay, you're in.
Oh, how many long ones did I pick?
I'm like 211 minutes. Hell no, you sitting out, dog. I've seen this one. 211 minutes. Shit,
I mean, this one's like 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's an Avengers movie.
225. That's a minute.
Yeah, but like I said, it was really good. I had a buddy that bought the 4K, so he gifted me the Blu-ray.
Yeah, cool.
And then he has decided that because of this movie that he's going to be a lot more picky as to what he upgrades from Blu-ray to 4K.
So he didn't dig it?
He didn't see the big need for the upgrade, for the 4K upgrade, which is odd to me because it does not say on the back of this that it's a 4K master. So this is not a 4K master, but I guess the 4K Blu-ray wasn't much of an upgrade, or at least for him it wasn't. But he absolutely loved the film. That's why he wanted to share it with me. I'm pretty sure I gave this like a 3.5 out of 5, which is above average. It's definitely above average. I just like movies that are like 105 minutes or less. I like those quick ones. I'm a parent that has a lot going on in life, and it's hard to give 2.5, 3 hours all the time.
Speaking my language, dog. I don't have 3 hours in one sitting. Like I just don't. Like, I watch my movies, especially the longer ones, broken up. Like an 80s horror movie that's like 87 minutes. Okay, I can get that done in one night. Killers of the Flower Moon, I'll see you in 6 weeks. I'm gonna start chipping away at that bitch.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have to chip away at Killers of the Flower Moon, my friends. I'm very sorry. And I know that's like blasphemy for some film fans. Like, oh my God, like you're stopping the film and then you're going and you're doing other stuff like sleeping and getting your kids to camp and making lunches for everybody and mowing the lawn in between viewings of a Scorsese film. I'm like, yeah, dog. I gotta do other shit.
What I gotta do.
I don't have 3 hours, man. Young single me would have done it.
I downloaded it from Apple Music, from Apple TV onto my phone so I could listen to the movie while I was at work. Like,
that's wild, dude.
It's going to happen.
That's real though. Like when you're a parent, man, you got
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
gotta do what you gotta do. I can't stay up half the night watching this shit because my wife is gonna be like, "You need to wake up and help me with these kids. Get them out the door with me."
Now, speaking of a nice runtime film, one of the ones you guys actually did choose for me, 96 minutes from the 30s.
Oh yeah.
Me and my wife both dug this one, but we watched The Lady Vanishes.
Oh yeah, that's a great film, dog.
This movie is phenomenal.
Is that a Blu-ray? That's a Blu-ray, right?
It is a Blu-ray. Yeah, I got it from Was it Grindhouse?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm upset with Criterion because they're sleeping on a few Hitchcocks, and there's no reason why in 2026, when the 4K format has been around for a decade, there's no reason why any Hitchcock should not be available on 4K. No reason, none whatsoever.
I would say that the main reason would probably be that whoever has the rights to it is just not going to let them have it because Hitchcock, he's known to sell now. I mean, those 4K box sets.
Lady Vanishes has been. What's the spine number on that? Like 27?
It's like one of the early ones. Yeah.
3.
It's like 3. It's like right after Seven Samurai.
Yeah, that one's been on Criterion for so long. I can't imagine they wouldn't give them the 4K. It's like Criterion's had that.
Now this Blu-ray, this Blu-ray is probably pretty old at this point.
I mean, like Hitchcock sells, like Psycho sells, and like
the copyright on this is 2011. So it's an early Blu-ray. It might get a 4K, and I'm hoping that maybe me buying it gives it the 4K. Which is fine. I mean, like I said, I got it from Grindhouse, so it's something that like, hey, I went to Grindhouse and store and got to check it out. This is the Criterion I got. A badass.
You need to rewatch that. It's such a good movie.
This is a good ass film, man. And
early Hitchcock is like surprisingly good.
I believe there is another film on here. Yes.
Crook's Tour,
yeah. So it has a second film on here as a bonus feature, which I love that. They do that with all the old Hitchcock films. The Lodger is his third film, I think, and as a bonus feature, his second film is on it. And they're both silent films, but they're both on The Lodger. Like you get a double feature. This movie was awesome.
His filmography is so crazy. Like he was making silent films in the late 20s, and he was still cooking in the early 70s. I think his last movie was about 74. Like the fact that guy was like, he was cooking in like before talkies, and he went through the 30s, the 40s, like the amount of change and upheaval that he saw from like the Hays Code to like, okay, it's 1974 now. You can just show people
the Lodger isn't even black and white. It's like this weird yellow cyan color.
It's sepia tint. Right?
Sepia tint.
Yeah. So it's like it's before black and white even, or before they decided on how they were going to give us films. Because everything could have went that style.
Yeah.
We don't really know. We weren't the ones that were there to be able to decide. But yeah, man, the Lady Vanishes was awesome. It was awesome. I love train movies. Anyways, like
who done it?
Like movies that are set on trains are just that's a good atmosphere for me. I really dig it, even if it's not the best script around the train. It's just I'm there for it.
I've been wanting to do one of those overnight trains, like White Christmas. They get on a train, they got like a little room and shit. There's a dining cart. Like I'm like, dude, I want to do like 2 days on a train to do like a road trip instead of driving and stopping at McDonald's and shit. Like, let me have like soup and crackers and like the dining cart of a train, like it seems so fancy, like pinkies up, like,
I mean, so what's great about this, and I'm finding this with more and more Hitchcock that I watch. I haven't seen very much, but that the movie's timeless.
Yeah.
Like circa 1990, my brain barely worked, right? And this is a film that's like 60 years older than I.
Yeah.
And there was only one moment where me and my wife kind of looked at each other and was like, what kind of slang is that? But besides that, it was like one, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was just like the way that one word was used while they were sitting in the cart talking. They were having their conversation in the cart. And it was just like one of the words the guy used. I'm like, what kind of slang was that? But besides that, I mean, like, it's timeless. Like, you get the flow of everything going on. You get all of their slang talk, all of what how they're communicating. And
whenever it's a word like that, I'm like, it must be some 1930s racial slur. I don't know that one.
Right.
I just assume it's like, oh yeah, they said that all the time in the 30s. Totally, don't say that now, guys. Don't do that. Grandma got away with that shit, but don't do that in mixed company.
But I would say, like, if you're out, at like a bull moose or something, you see it, man. Like, I would still add the Blu-ray to it. It's worth watching it, obviously, and it does have the other film as well. So you're getting 2 Hitchcocks for the price of one.
That's a pretty tight bonus feature.
Yeah. That's not anything to be too upset about. Now, what I'm really going to talk about is the next thing you guys had me watch, and you guys both. Wait, maybe Johnny just said I needed to watch it? I'm not sure, but I watched it, and that was Before Sunrise.
Oh.
Except I watched the whole set.
Oh yeah.
You can't watch this one.
Nope.
It's not possible.
Mm-mm.
But what's nice, Jason, is as a dad, it's easy to split the whole trilogy up because the longest one is the last one.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to the end of it, it's easy to kind of push through being tired just to make it that little bit longer to watch it. And it's still under 2 hours. You can watch all 3 movies in about 5 hours. So you can easily split it up in 3 nights. I was going to say that's what we did, but we watched the first one and it was kind of late and I got tired. So the next night we watched the next 2 back to back because we were just that captivated by the story. Before Sunrise, I gave it 5 out of 5 on my Letterboxd. I have not rated a lot of films a 5-star film. That a 5-star film is a perfect film.
Yeah.
To me, I have Halloween there. Halloween 1978.
Okay.
That's a perfect film to me. And Before Sunrise is a perfect film of its genre as well.
Yeah, but what about Halloween Resurrection? With Busta Rhymes.
I give it a 2, man. It's fun.
I'm leaving.
I give it a 2. And that's just because it's fun. Like, it's stupid, but it's fun.
It's a stupid movie. It's a very stupid movie.
Very stupid. But yeah, I mean, Before Sunrise was, like I said, it really felt like the perfect movie. And they could have done nothing else, and it still would have been like a really good standalone film.
Yep. How many years went by between? Like when he did the first one,
It was 8 years.
I don't think it was widely known that he intended it to be a trilogy. Like he did part 2 and 3. There wasn't a lot of time between 2 and 3. This is Linklater.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
How long between 2 and 3?
It was 8 years and then 9 years.
Oh shit! It was longer than
the trilogy goes from 1995 to 2013.
Yep.
Wild. That's so wild.
And it's crazy.
But that's, I mean, at the point where, you see a movie in 1995 and it's sort of self-contained. It doesn't have like a cliffhanger where Han is frozen in carbonite at the end. And 8 years go by, you're thinking like, that was a great movie. I love it, but it's like a one-off. And then he's like, no, guess what? I got a trilogy. Like I got 2 more coming for you guys. Like he's the king of, because he did the movie Boy, right? That it also
Boyhood.
Yeah.
I've never seen
over
it.
like 17 and a half years. Like the kid's like 43 now. He
Really?
started in 1982 when the kid was like 1, and now the kid's alcohol and shit.
Now, see, I've never seen that. But
Kid died in the Iraq War. He had to recast a role and shit.
I found it and I bought it for my son for his birthday this year because he turned 18, and I heard that it was a really good film to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it for him and told him I'd like to watch it with him before he went out on his own.
Yeah,
because I heard it was a really good one to sit down and watch with him.
That's the reason I say, like, Linklater, A, he's buddies with Ethan Hawke, but B, like, he is the king of like I can wait this one out. Like, we can wait till you just get old. Like, we'll just wait 35 years and we'll make it when Ethan Hawke is old. Like, I'm not going to age him up with makeup or some shit. Let's just make a trilogy of movies over the next 7 years. He's like the king of that shit.
And I'm going to tell you, man, what's great about this is that they got all the actors back, but there's really no actors. I mean, there's just the two of them for the most part.
Yeah,
you know?
it's Julie and Ethan, man.
I will tell you, I have never been so enamored by two people walking towards the camera. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, but it's so real and it's in the moment. And I'm not gonna lie, man. This might be like one of the best Criterion spines I have on my shelf.
That is a high praise, my friend.
Yeah.
What did your wife think? Did she watch with you?
We watched all three of them together. Yeah, we watched the first one. We loved it. Like I said, we watched it and it was kind of late, but I was like, hey, I need to at least watch this one, so that way I can start getting up with the guys and figuring out when we can get back together and talk about them. And she's like, okay, and we watched it, and it was about 11:30 or so when we got done watching it. I was like, man, I really wish it wasn't so late. I'm tired because I'd like to watch the next one. She said, we'll watch the next one tomorrow night. Well, we started the next one at like 7 o'clock in the evening. It's only an 82-minute movie or 83-minute movie. We just watched the next one after that and pushed through it because it's kind of like you can kind of split it into two, about the same length, watching half and half, and it's not that long of a feat, but it's so worth it. I personally rated the last one the worst out of the set, and that's only because there's a few things that I just didn't quite dig about it, and it has more to do with probably me than it does the movie. But that's probably just anybody that watches it, you know.
Yeah.
Some people might find that one to be the ending to be the best part of it. It's one of those stories where you could say any part of it's your favorite, and you're probably not wrong.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's really good.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'll spoil my suggestions of things to buy during this sale. Go buy this shit. It's $50.
Oh, you prick.
$50. It's $50. Johnny, you can go ahead and say it too. It's $50, and it's going to be the best $50 you've probably ever spent.
Yeah, I agree. Jeff knows how long it took for me to get this damn thing in my hands. But yeah, before trilogy, I think I rated them all 5 stars on Letterboxd. I think I liked the second one more than I did the first one. But yeah, if you're looking for something, you know,
if you're only getting one thing this month, get the Before trilogy and a bookmark for free shipping.
Yeah,
there you go. It works every time the bookmark works.
Honestly, I'm happy with the Blu-ray. You'll be happy with the Blu-ray. This really doesn't need a 4K upgrade. I mean, I'm happy with just the Blu-ray, even if it does come with a 4K. If they do release one later on down, which
it probably won't have the Blu-ray discs in them anyways.
Yeah, but since it's Warner Brothers and Sony, so God knows what Warner Brothers is going to do now. But yeah, this is one of my recommendations for the sale is the Before trilogy. Yeah,
it was beautiful. Like, thank you guys for picking that one, or whoever. I mean, I guess you guys picked that one, right?
Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny, thank you for making me bust that bad boy open and watch them.
Yep.
It wasn't just I'm going to watch Sunrise and then be done. It's just one of those things you watch it and you just kind of feel like you're committed to these people for the duration of the story. And if he makes a fourth one, I won't even be mad that it's not in that box set. I'll be happy to see where these characters are at because it's been another 12 years now, right? Or 13 years?
Yeah.
13 years. So it'd be longer than it was between any of those other films.
They'd be wheeling each other around in a nursing home and shit.
Nah, but I still like to see where they might possibly go. But it's one of those things where like you don't have to have more either, you know. So that's where I say depending on how you view films and stories, you can take any part of this trilogy and it be your favorite part. and you're
Yeah.
not wrong. So that was my month in Criterion.
Oh yeah,
It was amazing. It was a fun
seems
month.
like it was a good month for you. That's good.
Good month. Johnny, you watched some good stuff.
I watched one title, and as soon as I started showing you guys which ones, I wanted you guys to pick for me. I immediately knew what Jay was going to pick, and I said, I know he's going to select this one, and you did too. I watched Bringing Up Baby.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
All right, I had seen It Happened One Night, and that's a classic screwball comedy.
That's the one that started the whole genre.
Right. I had my issues with the only issue I had with that was the transfer itself. All the other stuff was great. This, on the other hand, this one blows it. It happened one night. This one blows it out of the water. This is so funny. Cary Grant as this paleontologist who's searching for I guess it's a bone.
He tried to get a bone, dog.
Oh yeah, no, I was watching some YouTube videos about some of the stuff in Bringing Up Baby, and they did mention sex without actually saying it by saying bone and stuff. But he's searching for a bone for his brontosaurus that he's constructing in this museum, and he's scheduled to be married, and he finally gets it, but he's trying to get some money to help his museum, and he ends up crossing paths with Katharine Hepburn, and he just basically makes his, I don't want to say life, but they're kind of stuck together for a couple of days, and she tricks him into helping her bring a leopard from, I guess, New York all the way up to Connecticut. I think that's where they're at. And it's just the dialogue, the chemistry between Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. I put this thing in today before this stream because I wanted to refresh my mind because it's been a month since I've seen it. And I'm on the bed just laughing my fat ass off. I mean, it is just so funny. Cary Grant, when Katharine Hepburn, I think she's talking to her aunt. They're trying to figure out who he is. This is after he's been walking around in a woman's bathrobe. If you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about when he says, I think I just went gay all of a sudden. He's sitting there on the steps. They're yelling back and forth, and he's just sitting there on the steps going, like he's trying to get a word in, but he can't because everybody's talking.
He's about to speak up, and then
but he's just. Then there's a scene when they're in jail, and
she couldn't care less. She's so unflappable, but he's so head up his own ass. I love it. I love how she's just we're in jail now. I don't give a shit. Of course you don't. You're rich, motherfucker. I got a life,
But yeah, I mean, this is a great comedy. I love this thing. I think I gave it 5 stars.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm a sucker for Cary Grant. I love Cary Grant now. He's just a genius in everything that he does.
I love him so much.
It's just so.
I love Katharine Hepburn too.
Funny, and I think this was the movie that made her box office poison. Because I think after this movie came out, it tanked. Yeah. And I think after this, I think that's when she started dating Howard Hughes and stuff. But yeah, I mean,
that's a Howard Hawks film, right?
Howard Hawks.
I mean, Howard Hawks is another. That guy did some great. He had a range. He did some great screwball comedies, like Bringing Up Baby. But then he also did some westerns that are renowned as well. So Howard Hawks, low key, he's not one that people mention a lot. But you go Google him, you're like, holy shit! He made some movies with some big stars. Hitchcock was making films contemporaneously. He was making films in the 30s and 40s, of course, as well. Everybody knows Hitchcock. Mm-hmm. But I think Howard Hawks kind of stopped his career a little earlier. Although he did go through the 60s. I think he's got one movie. Arrow put out his last film, which was Red Line 7000 or something. Arrow put that out a year ago or a year and a half ago or something. And that was 1970-ish. So, I mean, he made movies for a long time, too. He just didn't. He wasn't as hot as Hitchcock was in the 60s. It's a shame because his movies are great.
Oh yeah, I checked out Red River earlier this year, and I'm like, why the hell? Oh, I know why I didn't watch it because I piss on John Wayne. But I saw that with my father-in-law, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is actually really, really good." And
Yeah.
it's got comedic elements in it that I wouldn't expect from a John Wayne film, because you know how John Wayne is. You wouldn't expect him to throw out all these comedic lines in that movie.
You don't really think he's got much of a sense of humor at
No,
all. Like you think of John Wayne, you're like, no, like I don't think he ever laughed once. Like
no. But
I can
in
imagine
that
him
movie,
smiling.
Red River, I mean, he had me laughing. But yeah, bringing up Baby, yeah, I can understand why this was on AFI's Greatest American Made Films, and I understand why this is probably one of, if not the greatest screwball comedy.
Yeah,
But bringing up Baby,
definitely up there. I mean, The Awful Truth is still the best,
I
but
still haven't seen that.
yeah, you guys are terrible. The Awful Truth is the best screwball comedy. It's the greatest. But Bringing Up Baby's great too. No doubt.
All right, so we're down to you now.
We're down to me, and I watched Killers of the Flower Moon. I mentioned that earlier as being long as shit because it's long as shit. It is 206 minutes, guys. 206 minutes. So that's a nice long one for me. So I watched this over several nights, and I will say it was good. I'm very glad. I mean, especially given that I paid like $20 for the 4K, brand new. I might add. I was pretty glad that I purchased this one. I feel like there's been some discussion lately about directors, especially guys like Steven Spielberg after Disclosure Day, like they just don't got it anymore. Some of these older directors just need to like retire, go home. You know, you were hot shit in the '80s, but Disclosure Day is no bueno. Whatever. I never saw it, but there was a lot of discussion around that. And you know, Scorsese is that generation. He is a filmmaker who began in the early '70s with Look Who's Knocking at the Door, Who's That Knocking at My Door, and Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. I think, he kind of got his start in the very early 70s. And so he's that same generation of guys who came up in the 70s and 80s and obviously made some legendary films. I prefer him to Spielberg. Since we're talking about Spielberg, sorry, Chase. I do prefer Scorsese to Spielberg. But I do think that, watching this, like going in, the question in my head was like, is Scorsese still got it? Or is this a conversation about maybe a guy who's past his prime? He's legendary for the things he did in the 80s and 90s, but no longer able to carry it. And I think for the most part that's false. Like he's still very much, I won't say he's at the top of his form or at the top of his game, but you can still see he's got a lot of attention to detail. There were a lot of those like longer tracking shots through spaces. It's like easy to track somebody across an Oklahoma field, right? It's like broad and flat. But like he would explore some of the interior spaces with the like longer tracking shots, maybe not as quite as like zigzaggy and labyrinthine as Goodfellas, where he like follows them through the restaurant all the way up to the bowels, the depths of this restaurant up. But there were still those shots that you could tell like this is Scorsese with like a high attention to detail with the craftsmanship and the way he's constructing it and fleshing out the space, where he sort of like follows the family through the house. It was somewhere in the first, I don't know, hour of the movie or so. And there's like the house is just full of people. There's one or two maids and there's like several kids and some of the family, like the aunts and uncles are over. So it's sort of like a big family gathering. You're sort of following, like you could tell, oh, okay, this feels like a Scorsese kind of doing his thing a little bit with the photography and the camera movement. And so I have to admit, like it was stuff like that was very entertaining and very nice to look at. It also struck me that, of course, he's like, I'm trying to keep this kind of spoiler free because it's still a sort of new movie for folks who might be in the live. But it strikes me that, he continues to make movies about kind of shitty people, right? Like every one of his movies really kind of focuses on protagonists who are, and I think this is something that people have a problem with Scorsese, like Wolf of Wall Street. Like people didn't like Jordan because he took advantage of all these people. He made all this money and got rich. And then what did he do? He went to some like resort jail where he got to play tennis and probably still got blowjobs and stuff. And he's supposed to be in jail. So like the punishment isn't really punishment for him because he's phenomenally wealthy, but he built that phenomenal wealth by swindling people. Here in Killers of the Flower Moon, it's again about people building this illicit wealth illegally This was more nefarious though, because they're sort of rubbing people off. They're killing people, murdering people strategically for their inheritance. So with something like Goodfellas, where there was a lot more murder out of power, they killed Billy Batts because like Joe Pesci was pissed at him. He was upset, but it wasn't a calculated move on his part. But again, it shows these people who are really horrible people, really focuses on these people that are like really terrible, kind of sociopaths that are really capable of doing some awful shit. It makes them very watchable too. It's like people feel bad loving Scorsese movies as much as they do, because like I just watched like Goodfellas. Like no one's good. Like even the good guy's not good. Like he doesn't stab Billy Batts in the trunk, but he helps bury the body, and he's a terrible person, sells drugs, all this shit. Obviously, you've still got that with Killers of the Flower Moon. The main characters are terrible. The acting is phenomenal. It really gives them a lot of opportunity, especially with I had heard a lot of praise for Lily Gladstone, who played the main lady that was married to Leo's character, and I'd heard a lot of praise for her through the award season and stuff, like when this film had just come out and everybody was talking, but she actually was really very good, very convincing. I thought her performance is good, and that's about as much as like a moral center as you're gonna get, because this is like the one character that it doesn't engage in like murdering for money and killing. Even in Goodfellas, like Henry Hill had a wife, Karen, but she was involved in all the drug schemes and all the, because she wanted the money, she wanted the nice clothes.
She was complicit. Yeah,
totally complicit. So at least here it's like you had a little bit of a moral center, kind of somebody for the audience to root for in a way that you don't really, I mean, you don't root for Jordan Belfort. It's like funny watching him. It's like, yeah, he's gonna smoke crack with Jonah Hill's cat. It's like awesome. Like, smoke crack with me, bro. Like you don't have no idea. Like my wife and I look at each other and be like, smoke crack with me, bro. Come on, let's go smoke some crack, bro. It's just, I mean, that's the entertainment value of a Scorsese film, especially ones that are contemporaneously set. I think you get a little less of that here with Killers of the Flower Moon, because you don't get as much of those like funny lines that are just like, the vibe is impeccable and it's just so, it's like fun. Like, I hate to say it because he's such a piece of shit, but Jordan Belfort, holy shit, I love him. I love Leonardo DiCaprio, but even that is like, it shows you how good the performances are. That like we're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio in a film directed by the same guy, Martin Scorsese, and I'm comparing and contrasting it to Wolf of Wall Street. And I'm like, these are two like totally different human beings. So I thought Leo was really good, probably even better than Robert De Niro. My unpopular opinion about Robert De Niro is he's overrated as an actor. Maybe not as much decades ago, but certainly recently, I think he like rests on his laurels a little bit. It's like Robert De Niro, he's legendary at this point. He can just kind of go squint at the camera and do that Irishman thing. Irishman kind of opened my eyes to Robert De Niro. I'm like, really? And
yeah,
doing that for like 5 minutes. I'm like, please cut for me now. Like, I need you to cut away from his face now. Like, I can't watch Robert De Niro be like, but here he was good. I mean, you sit through this movie and you're like, how do you guys not know? Like the audience knows, like he's masterminding everything. He's ordering all the killings. He's the bad guy, really. He's the main dude. I don't get the impression that Leonardo DiCaprio's character would have been quite as like Machiavellian and conniving and murdering people if it hadn't been for his uncle's influence on him. So I have a feeling like he's really kind of the head guy. And it felt like, kind of like, are you guys really like not paying any attention? Like he's obviously the guy doing it. Like, why are you guys, we don't know who's doing the killing. Like we'd kill him if we knew. It's clearly that motherfucker right there. He's the only white guy in the room. Like pop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. So anyway, yeah, but good movie. Rewatchability is a little lower than Goodfellas. Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street. These are movies that I'll like. I can't go a year without watching, and I can't turn them off once they're on. They're just so good. I'll stay up late watching them. Killers of the Flower Moon, a little bit easier to like, okay, push stop. I'll come back to it tomorrow. It was not quite as like gripping in the charisma of the characters. The characters aren't as charismatic as some of Scorsese's other films, where even though they're shitheads, they're incredibly charismatic, and you just like I just need to see what this person does. Even if I've seen Goodfellas 25 times, I still need to keep watching because it's so good. This next part is amazing. The line is so, but Killers of the Flower Moon didn't quite have that level of like, this is a banger. I'm going to watch this every year. It's totally rewatchable. I will watch it again, it was a well-crafted film. And I do recommend people like, yeah, go out and buy this one for sure. Add it to your collection because it's a Scorsese. It's an important film, I think, for like the latter career of a really legendary filmmaker. So it's important, I think, historically, but maybe more important than it is enjoyable in the way that like Wolf of Wall Street's just so much fucking fun to watch.
So
Are you glad that you got it watched?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm very glad that I got to watch. I was a little ashamed that I hadn't seen it yet. I had an Apple TV. I bought like an iPhone years ago. And you know, they throw in like, oh, get a free 3-month trial of Apple TV. Hopefully you'll forget and we'll just bill you forever. That's kind of what happened. I would see the charges and I'm like, oh man, I need to go cancel it. Cause I'm not watching Apple TV. My wife doesn't watch it. I don't watch it. My kids don't watch. I tried to get them to watch Fraggle Rock and my kid's like, what do you want from me, Dad? Should we do LSD? I'm 7. Do you want to do LSD and watch Fraggle Rock? I'm like, kind of.
Smoke some crack.
I'll wait to get a little older for us to do LSD and watch Fraggle Rock. So my wife, like Benedict Arnold, she was like, well, I watched that movie. I was like, I came home. I was out of town for a couple of days on work or something like that. And I came home. She's like, I watched that movie. And I'm like, which one? She's like, I don't know. It had Robert De Niro. Like, my wife is awful too. Like, how could she stab me in the back like this and then not even have the gall to remember it's a Martin Scorsese film called Killers of the Flower Moon? She's like, it had Leonardo DiCaprio and it had Robert De Niro. I'm like, you watch Killers of the Flower Moon without me? Because that's the only movie that got them two in it. Like, I'm like, you watch that shit without me? That's a Martin Scorsese movie. And she's like, who? I'm like, you are so lucky. I'm like, you are so lucky. I don't believe in violence. Cause I'm like, making fit. I'm like, oh my God, you're so lucky I'm a Buddhist. Because if I wasn't a Buddhist, man, if I wasn't, woman, don't be telling me shit like that. But yeah, so she watched it without me. And so I watched that shit without her this week. I'm watching this shit without you. Are you tired? You going to bed? All right, I'm popping in Killers of the Flower Moon. But yeah, I'm glad I got it watched so I could get on her level. It was just weird that a person who doesn't know how to work our Blu-ray player like had seen a Scorsese film and I hadn't. It was like a crazy cognitive dissonance.
It's the force is balanced now.
I brought it back. Yeah. It's funny you should mention the force. I got my Stormtrooper rifle right here.
Hell yeah.
Don't mess around. I stay clapped in the studio, Team Almy. Don't worry, I can't hit shit. I'll miss my camera every single time. Stormtrooper rifle. This thing can't hit nothing.
I think that's how I saw Killers of the Flower Moon. I saw it on Apple TV first because it was right around like when the Oscars, it was getting that Oscar push, and it was on Apple TV. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was like I didn't know anything about like Scorsese or directors or like I hadn't really been paying much attention to any of that when it came out. I just remember everybody was like, "Oh, the new Leo movie," and then like I happen to have Apple like through some kind of PlayStation promotion for free during the time, and it was just about to run out. And Bree was like, "Hey, you want to watch this movie? It's called Killers of the Flower Moon." I'm like, "Okay," and she was like. So we go ahead and we go now start watching it, and it pops up and says a Martin Scorsese film. I'm like, oh, this is Martin Scorsese. Yeah, this is about to be good.
That guy made Jurassic Park.
Like I just hadn't been paying any attention to it because like I wasn't paying any attention to Apple TV. So like as soon as previews would come out and it would come out as like it would show Apple TV banner, I immediately like turned off any cognitive, ability to notice that it even existed.
Yeah.
Like I keep even forgetting there's a whole ass Godzilla TV show.
Oh man, I cancel. I finally canceled that show. I was like, dude, they're charging me like it was ridiculous too. It was like $16-17. I'm like, dude, they ain't got shit for content on there except a couple of movies and like 1 or 2 shows. I'm like, why am I paying this much for it? I was like, screw you guys. Like, that's a Blu-ray every month. Forget about you guys. I'm buying a Blu-ray.
Yeah. So I'm popping in the chat again real quick because we got a few new people in here, like our good friend Scolder. How's it going, Scolder? Looking forward to seeing the entire trilogy. Yes, Mom, I'm gonna bring the trilogy over, let you borrow it for sure because I think you're gonna love it. I got her the old school Snapper Case DVD a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So of Sunrise. I guess they have studio releases of the other two because Skolder said he's seen the entire trilogy, but he hasn't cracked open his Criterion set yet. So
Maybe
I
you saw
assume.
them in the theaters.
Oh, I mean, I guess you could have seen them. Were they all in the theater?
Yeah, I think they all went to the theater.
I
This was
just
back
don't
in the day.
even.
You got to think that 95, 2003, 2013, like that was when they actually released movies in the theaters because they had no other choice. Like, direct to DVD was a stigma back then. That was like some Steven Seagal circa
It
2002
was.
shit.
It
Yeah.
definitely was.
Now it's like straight to streaming. Nobody cares because I still got paid $50 million. So, who gives a shit? It doesn't, whatever.
I mean, straight to streaming is basically straight to DVD, except I think it's kind of worse than straight to DVD.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it can go straight to streaming and then just be lost forever if nobody actually watches it.
Do you guys remember? You guys are both old enough to remember that. Like 20 to 25 years ago, you'd be going into like a Blockbuster and you would see something on a shelf with a person you recognize. It would be Gary Busey or it would be Steven Seagal. And you're like, I know this name. Why is this a movie I've never heard of before? And it's like 4 months old.
Oh,
why was this not in the theater? Why didn't I see 10 commercials every single day about
do you
this
know
movie?
what was the worst culprit of it? Especially in like the late 90s, mid thousands.
Yeah.
Disney straight to DVD sequels.
Oh
I forget
god.
about that. They turned out so much crap sequels to movies
Yeah.
that never.
And they were all just straight to DVD, and it was like sequels to like really good films.
They did a spin-off to Air Bud. Do you remember Air Bud from like 1997?
Mhm.
Oh
The
god.
dog who played basketball. All
Yeah.
right, so they did some spin-offs, right? They called them the Buddies movies because they're like his
And there
kids.
are bunches.
Yeah, like he went and had some sex with the dog next door. And that dog happened to also be a purebred golden retriever so that they could have purebred puppies. And their puppies, there's 5 of them, and they go on adventures in these movies. And like my daughter, like 2 weeks ago, just discovered this shit. And so I went and bought the Air. I'm about no shame in my game. Like if my daughter likes a movie, I try to foster that particular hobby so she and I can have some shit in common. So she's like, I saw this movie today and it was the best movie I've ever seen. It was epic. It was about these 5 puppies and they had to go rescue their parents. I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, honey, that sounds like a piece of shit. That sounds fucking terrible. Like put a corkscrew up my urethra right now.
Now I do remember the
that
first one. I do remember the first one was a theater release.
And
The
Airbud
first
was.
Air
Yeah.
Buddies was
Air Bud
a
was,
theater
yeah, Air Bud
release, and it was a pretty big thing. But they spun off, and the reason why I remember this is because I worked at Walmart at the time. They spun off so many of those that there was one year that 3 of them came out.
That's wild. I guess
They had a spinoff of the spinoff where they were Santas,
spin-off the Santa
where
Claus
they were
one.
Santas, where
Yeah,
they were
the
Santa
Santa
dogs
one.
or something.
It's
Yeah,
so ridiculous.
Santa buddies.
Yeah. The spin-off, you're like, dude.
Disney was like, "Ooh, we can milk DVD," and they did.
They did. That was back in the day when like streaming wasn't a thing, circa 2006, 2008, 2009, when most of these movies came out.
You know what Disney could do right now? They could milk the shit out of some 4K. They could give me some 4K.
I would have bought a 4K of the. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I went to Bull Moose because they had all the old DVDs used, and I was like, I know I can get. I'll buy her like 4 or 5 of them because they're $7 each. Like, I could be a hero. I can go home with like a stack of Buddies movies and be like, boom. There's Buddies go to space. I don't even know how 5 dogs get to and from the moon. These dogs walk on the moon in this movie. It's Space Buddies. You know they jumped the shark. The dogs go to the moon. I like how they're still puppies, and it's like we're on the 8th movie. They've been making these movies for 12 years. Those dogs would be dead by now. Labradors don't live much longer than 10, 11, 12 years. Why are they still puppies? They made the first one in 2006.
They haven't. You know what? Maybe they weren't puppies. Maybe they were just full-sized mini dogs.
They were just midget dogs.
Because there hasn't been one in a while. Maybe they all passed through the gates.
The original Air Bud did die like shortly after that movie came out.
He did.
Yeah, he died like the next year. It's terrible.
Way to bring down the
I know that
string,
was kind of a
Jay.
downer. Sorry, chat.
All right. So Johnny, we're gonna start with you on what we picked up this month, and I want to do pickups before we pick what we watched for next month because something I picked up this month is in my stack of 5. I started running out of things to pick off my shelf, but I didn't. It's just part of that whole I'm ashamed I haven't watched this and this one's too long mixed in with I've seen it all kind of deals. So that's why I wanted to pull one of my new ones this month and put in my stack of 5. So if you want to show off what you got, Johnny, I know.
By the end of the sale, I'll probably have like 25 titles. Wow. I'm not showing them all off now. I'm not doing that.
Show off your favorites. Show off the ones you're most excited to have.
I pulled 2. One of them has been pulled this evening, and that one is I did pick up Killers of the Flower Moon.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody was picking this up, and I didn't pick it up the last sale.
Hey, does the 4K look pretty good on that?
I thought the 4K looked quite good.
Yeah, I haven't seen the 4K yet.
I haven't opened mine yet. I just remember that I liked it enough on Apple TV that I just wanted it.
You put it in, and you're like, oh yeah, this guy still makes movies with film. He's like one of the 4 dudes left that still shoot 35 millimeter. And you're like, okay, cool. Like he does that. Like you forget it's Scorsese. So he's like, no, I'm not using digital cameras. Fuck you guys.
He's like, I'm a true filmmaker.
Yeah. It's a new movie shot on film. That's wild.
I was going to watch that, but I decided to watch Bringing Up Baby again this morning. And I'm like, well, all right. But the one that I have actually watched, and it is really good, and it's also my first film from this director. So I do have Breathless.
Your first Godard, 4K.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only like 90 minutes.
The journey begins. That man made like 800 movies.
Yeah, it's black and white, but the reason why I actually like this is because you could tell like he did not shoot this film like the way Hollywood made films back then, like usually on the sound stage and shit like that. It was basically like a documentary style. Like he was going around with a handheld camera trying to tell the story of this French criminal and his American girlfriend / hookup buddy. And like he's trying to get her to go with him to run away, and she's conflicted about it. But yeah, I got Godard, Breathless.
Nice. That's a good starting point for Godard. That's like the French New Wave, the French New Wave film, you know.
Mm-hmm. And I've got others, but I'm not showing them now. You guys will be able to see them Sunday evening.
Oh yeah, you got your Hangout in Hall.
Yep, I'm showing all of them off on there.
What time is that, Johnny?
7:00.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I will be in the chat and probably a little busy, but I'll be in the chat saying hi to everybody. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. It's the wife's birthday. We'll be out at dinner, I'm sure.
I've told you this. We come first. We'll do this first.
I know. But hey, I'm allowed to buy as many Criterions as I want, and I don't get in trouble. So
that's gotta keep that woman happy.
Yeah, and it's the one day of the year that like I gotta be a good boy.
You do.
Got to keep the wife happy when she lets you buy Criterions.
You know what? I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to give you one more. I haven't seen this, but Jeff, I think you picked up something related to this, but I did pick that up.
Oh yeah, Scorsese. Alice doesn't live here anymore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Chris Christopherson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you picked up like Alice, like the TV show Alice.
Oh yes,
that's what that's based off of.
Oh, okay, yeah, I picked that up with you. Yeah, we were at the Dirt Mall.
Mm-hmm.
You watch that and you're like, oh wow, Scorsese didn't make, you just go back and watch some of his earlier films before he does like Taxi Driver and Mean Streets and shit. And it's like he hadn't quite gotten into like his gangster shit yet. Like, oh, okay, cool.
So I'm just gonna show off everything I got because I'm not gonna. I'll probably show it off on the channel. I'm probably not gonna do like a pre-recorded video type shit on this. I just don't have the free time to double talk it. So I'm just gonna show it all off, and I'm sure if anybody else watches Mega Mike, they'll see it again. So I'm spoiling Mega Mike's stream, but oh well. This is our stream, and I had to get this one. This was like my most exciting pickup of like the spring. I did get the Hood trilogy.
Whoop whoop.
Now I only got 2 blind buys this month, and one of the blind buys is Poetic Justice.
Okay.
So I have seen
All
Boys
right.
in the Hood and Baby Boy, but I've never seen Poetic Justice. So that'll be a new watch for me. Pretty excited to get this, but that's where I was alluding to earlier that the Before trilogy may not have the Blu-rays in them if they do 4K, because this one doesn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
This one's only
Mhm.
this one's only 4K.
It's a
So
rare thing for Criterion.
I actually think we might be going that way because I have another one in here too that I got that's like that as well.
It's got like 3 4K discs and 1 Blu-ray disc. It's like nothing but special features.
Yeah, which is solid. I mean, you got 50 gigabytes worth of special features. That's pretty tight. I might have a bit of a theme going on here, but I also grabbed up something else that I don't know why I didn't grab it up earlier, but hey, we only had this one sell so far, but I finally got House Party. Love this film. It, stuck on DVD for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of my goals this year is to get rid of DVDs, and I can only get rid of them if I can upgrade them.
Yep.
Because a DVD to me is still better than not having the film at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want them DVDs to fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
I'm done with them. I'm done with them dusty old discs.
I am
with
never
the
going to
disc
watch my
rot.
DVDs again, but I just damned if I can't get rid of a lot of them.
Some of my DVDs just have sentimental value.
Yeah.
I've been
Sentimental
holding on to
value,
them. I've been holding on to them for 30 years.
or it's got like a 6 slipcase. Like I got a slipcover on Snakes on a Plane, and it's like it's embossed. The whole slipcover is embossed like snake scales, and it's so sick. Like ask Brian. When he was here, he was like, "Holy shit, this thing looks so
Oh,
cool."
the DVD. I remember that. It's a black slipcover, right? And it's
No,
like,
it's like red and orange.
oh, is it red and orange?
But
Did they
it's
do
got the snake skin kind of design on it, and so I can't get rid of that one. Even if I upgrade to the Aero 4K, there's a couple others. Waiting, I have a 6 slip cover for Waiting. So even though I upgraded that to Blu-ray, I kept the DVD. Girl Next Door, I got like it's like this one, like it's just a cardboard band that covers up her body and makes her look naked.
I've seen
When you
that
move
one.
it, she's not naked, and you're like, come on. Like that's a terrible bait and switch, but whatever.
Yeah, there's some
God, I
good,
wish
there's
she'd
some good
gotten it
DVD
in
editions.
2004. Alicia Cuthbert, oof, spot on.
So this one I already had in the collection. It was a Blu-ray to 4K upgrade. One of my favorite films, actually. But I finally upgraded Menace to
Oh
Society.
yeah. God, I haven't seen that since the 90s. Can you believe that?
I haven't seen it since I bought the Blu-ray, and I got the Blu-ray the day it came out. Like it was a new release at Walmart, and I worked at Walmart when Blu-ray was like the new thing that was popping, and I stocked electronics at the time. So when that one come out, I bought that bitch day one of Blu-ray, and I waited all the way up until this month to finally upgrade it. But I love this film. I can't wait to dip into it.
It's been a while. I remember that one being rough though. Like, oof.
A hot take. I like Menace is better than Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Okay.
I got
Well, I'll
these.
probably watch them
cheeseburgers.
pretty close together because I'll get into a mood where I'll probably want to just watch all of them right around the same time. They're all summer movies. I should probably get on it.
You should get on it. Because August, guys, we're right around the corner from August, and I hate to break it to you, but August is summer camp movie month. We got a stack of summer camp movies we need to watch. Meatballs came out on 4K. I finally get to watch that. Motherfucking, I haven't watched the sleepaway camps since they came out on 4K, like, I don't know, like January. I was like, I gotta sit on them now until August. I had to sit on them for like the last 8 months. So I got 2 sleepaway camp movies I need to watch on 4K, plus Meatballs on 4K, and I gotta revisit Wet Hot American Summer because I watch that one every single year. It's so good. I mean, we're pretty well stacked on, and that's if I don't pop in Camp Nowhere or Happy Campers. I mean, we got like a stack, at least a half dozen, maybe 8 or 10 summer camp movies we got to watch.
I've got to step up my game on summer camp movies because you just mentioned a whole bunch of movies that I know are good. Some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't, but I don't think I own any of them.
Dog, you got to get on that. I think you can still get the slipcovers for the Sleepaway Camp 4Ks, but that's what motivated me to buy them like back in February. I was like, I got to jump on them. And
those are some really nice 4Ks too.
That's what I've heard, but like, I'm not one of these people that pops in a summer camp movie in February, watches that shit while the snow falls in Maine. I'm not watching.
I thought they came out last August.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up.
I feel like they came out last August because I feel like I bought them and I'm like, this still feels like it's still summer enough to watch them, and then I watched them.
Yeah. So the one that messed me up was Meatballs. They released Meatballs last September, in the middle of September. So by the time it's in your hands, it's like tail end of September. It's practically spooky season by the time you're watching Meatballs. And I said, I can't do that. Sense. So I got it back in the Father's Day sale. They finally did a discount on Meatballs. I got it for like $21, $22.
I mean, at least Sleepaway Camp, you can watch it in October and it still fits.
I think the third Sleepaway Camp, they actually filmed part 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah, at the same
something
time.
That was actually kind of rare in the 80s. Like, they didn't do that a whole lot then. They do it a lot now. But back then, they didn't always want to commit to sequels. So they filmed 2 and 3 basically back to back. And they filmed part 2 during August. So it's like summer. When you're watching part 2, like, it looks like summertime. But then they film part 3, and they film both of them in Georgia, which is awesome because I'm from Georgia. So part 3, they film it a little bit later. Like, they took a break. They let everybody have like a week or 2 off, and then they came back to film 2 and 3. And they're filming part 3 in like September, mid-September, late September. And so it looks like fall. Like, it very much doesn't look like summer camp anymore. It's like this weird fall camp out. And part 3 is so terrible anyway, but I love her wig in that movie. Like, she actually looks hot in 3. And part 2, she didn't look that hot because she got that, whatever, normal hair. But then she puts on that wig and the sunglasses and like, she's like in disguise. And she actually looks hot in part 3. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
So, I started feeling, because I walked out of Barnes & Noble with those, right? And I told my wife, I said, I got kind of a theme going on here. I'm going to be like the whitest guy walking out of here with like the not so whitest movies. So I got to change it up just a little bit, right? I got to change it up just a little bit. So I decided to take a curve as much as I could. And I got some Adam Sandler as well.
There you go.
Now, I already have this one. I got the A24 Blu-ray. But I love this movie. This movie was awesome. I watched it because Bob's Blu-rays was like, hey, dude, you have to watch this movie.
Yep.
So I watched it for a live stream that I did with him. And this is just on the edge of your seat the whole time type of movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Jay, have you seen this one?
I have not. No, I have not.
Oh, you should.
I haven't had the pleasure.
You should most definitely see it.
I'll put it in my list when I buy it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Like I said, I no real blind buys yet. But then I kind of, when I say I took a hard turn, I mean I took a hard turn. I went ahead and got Punch Drunk Love as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had to get some Sandler on the shelf. And these are his more serious roles, which I really dig. These are pretty much like the two, right? When it comes to like serious Sandler.
His new one, that Jay Kelly with George Clooney, he's kind of serious in that one. But
is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
There was like a lot of Oscar buzz for Sandler, and then it just petered out.
Okay. That's unfortunate because, like one of these days, I mean, he spends most of his time doing bullshit like Happy Gilmore too, and you're like, Oh, I can't believe he's still pimping Subway. Like I go into a Subway and they got fucking Happy Gilmore cups. Like the more things change, the more they stay the same. But then he does a movie like Uncut Gems, and you're just like, all right, well, when are they going to give him some love? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it'll have to be after Grown Ups 3, which is coming to Netflix.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So another one that I grabbed up, and this is one of those ones where when you were like, hey, they don't usually do that with the 4K only. This was one. We got Life of Brian, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
That's so wild that they didn't give you a Blu-ray.
Yeah, there is no Blu-ray in it. There is a Blu-ray special features. Yeah.
What?
I think there's a Blu-ray disc with special features. Yeah, one Blu-ray with special features. So yeah, they don't have any special features on the 4K, just the movie. But I think the whole movie's on a big ass 4K disc. So that's nice.
I don't want any special features on my 4K disc. Get them off my 4K disc. Don't compress my 4K. You know what I mean?
I mean, if it's one of those old 1930s Hitchcock films, they can completely uncompress that. And if it's on a 100 gigabyte disc, they got room for all the special features.
If they put it on a 100 gig disc and it's an 84-minute movie, yeah. But
yeah, no, don't be degrading my quality. Give me that Blu-ray special feature.
Don't go cheap on me.
But I didn't know that until it got here, and I was looking at the sticker, and it said 4K UAC edition. I'm reading the back, and I'm like, wait, there's no film on the Blu-ray.
Did they release a Blu-ray version?
They did.
Or they just kept them separate for some reason?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I didn't know. And see, I didn't know I had already had this ordered, but I was in a Whatnot stream like a couple nights later, but I hadn't got this yet. I just had it ordered, and it popped up on this Whatnot stream where the guy was selling Blu-rays for $3. And if I would have known, I probably would have bought the studio edition of the Blu-ray for the $3 just to be able to watch it anywhere in the house, kind of deal.
Yeah,
because I don't have 4K players everywhere.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I got 4K players on all the TVs, but I like to rip movies too. To have a ripped copy on my computer. So A, I got a digital copy on my laptop as a backup, but then B, I can like watch that wherever I am if I'm traveling or whatever. I'm not taking a 4K player with me. So I have the file. And then also when I'm streaming, if I want to do a live stream, live commentary where I have the video going, obviously I need a digital copy of that file.
Right.
And the 4Ks are just so fucking big. It's like 20 gigs. Like I don't want a 20 gig, 25 gig file. So like, give me the 6 gig Blu-ray. It's still pretty high quality, but it's also like way more manageable. So I really like having a Blu-ray copy of a movie for that reason alone. Just because
I mean, if you're ripping and making your digital copies, I wouldn't see how Blu-ray doesn't still suffice good enough to be able to watch.
Blu-ray looks great on a MacBook.
It's still got to look better than streaming most 4K streams.
Or trust me, when I've had 3 beers and I'm laying in bed watching a movie on my MacBook, it looks just fine. That shit look fine. I mean, I want the 4K. I like the combo pack because when I'm watching it on my big TV, I got my big ass Samsung. I got my setup. I want the 4K to put it in just to like psychologically. I got my 4K. It's going to look the best it's going to look. But the Blu-ray is great for ripping. So it's like best of both worlds when they come with both.
And so the last one that I got, this was my other blind buy. A lot of people were talking this up. That's why I say at midnight I had, midnight when the sale happened, I had House Party, the Hood trilogy, and this one right here that I'm about to show you in my cart ready to go because I thought they were going to be the hottest ones for the sale. And that is Network.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it, but when I told my mom that it had come to the Criterion collection, she was like, "You need that one in your set." She said this was an amazing film.
Yep.
So and I'm going to tell you right now, I take my mom's word on good film to heart because she hasn't steered me wrong. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good taste in movies, and it's only due to my mom showing me what she showed me growing up, right?
She raised you, man. She did something right. You got good taste now. She did something right. You got to listen to mama.
So when she says, yeah, that's a good one, I don't even think twice about it, especially between that and Criterion. It's like, okay, I'm about to make my shelf pop. And I mean, look at that nice spine. It pops. I mean, you guys know I like my spines, but this one pops.
Yeah.
I'm excited to check this one out. Like I said, it's the only blind buy besides the one in the box set. But I feel like it's probably worth every penny that I spent on it. So Johnny seems like he's pretty excited for me to check it out.
Oh yeah, I think I checked it out either earlier this year or late last year for the first time. I had never seen it before, and it's great.
And that's and actually this movie right here is why I didn't want to show off my picks for the month of what you guys to pick for me to watch, because this is an S stack. Spoiler. So if you guys want, you know what, we'll go ahead and just show that off.
Might as well.
This is one, obviously, network. We got Devil in a Blue Dress.
Denzel.
We got Sound of Metal.
Okay.
We got that Russian film I was talking about earlier, Johnny.
Yeah.
Letter Never Sent. I've never seen it, but it's from 1959. And then Picnic at Hanging Rock.
Okay.
So those are the 5 that I got for the month.
Oh, for us to I've seen all of them, but the Letter Never Sent. Network.
I'm seconding that, network.
Okay.
I knew what you were going to go with, and I was like, I'm going to get right there with him. Network. Let's go with that.
My mom's going to be happy about that, because the sooner I open it and watch it, she can watch it too.
Do you live near enough to your mama that you guys can watch it together?
Yeah.
You guys totally should do that. My mama does not live very nearby. My mama lives in Florida. I'm in Maine. We're like about as far as it gets, but she comes up and visit. In fact, she's coming up to visit in like 10 days for my oldest daughter's birthday. She's going to come up for like, I don't know, 10 days, 12 days. And whenever she's up, she and I are like the night owls. Everybody goes to sleep and like it's 11 o'clock and she's like, yo, what do you want to do? And I'm like, let's crack a beer and watch a movie. And she's like, my dog. And I'm like, all right, cool. So like I'll show her movies. Like she'd never seen The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. But like last year when she was up, like a year ago, I was like,
I've never seen that.
Nice Guys. I popped in Nice Guys. I was like, ooh, watch this is a movie about porn. We're watching this. I'm watching a movie about porn with my mom, So I got to figure out what to watch.
Like I've never seen that movie. Is it good?
The Nice Guys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I've not seen it.
Guilty.
I wanted to get the second. I want to get the second sight 4K.
Sit on you till you watch The Nice Guys.
Yeah, I want to.
Are you fucking with me?
No. I want to get the second. I want to get the second sight 4K. And I'm a second sight standard guy, so like it's never gonna go out of stock. I never get the FOMO for second sight.
Are you fucking with me right now? You've never seen
it? No, dude, I've never seen it, and I actually really like Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is one of my favorite like new age male actors.
Yeah, and it's got Russell Crowe.
I think he's a really good actor.
Dude, it's a Shane Black movie. So if you've seen stuff like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I mean, it's sort of follows that Shane Black kind of. It comes together in such a satisfying way. By the end of it, you're like, let's start that out. Like, let's go back to the beginning. Like, I want to watch that again. It's a very satisfying film, is all I'm gonna say. And like, don't talk to me until you've seen it. What the fuck? It's a good movie.
It's one of those ones that just kind of like passed me by when it came out.
Yeah, when it came out in theaters, it passed me by too. But a buddy of mine sent me the Blu-ray for Christmas. Like, I don't know, 2012 or 2013. He sends me the Blu-ray for Christmas. He's like, hey, this is a great movie. You got to check it out. And I trust his taste. So I already got the movie. Might as well check it out. And I watched it. And I was like, dude, that was such a good movie. It's good.
Well, I'll be keeping that second sight one more so in mind. Next time I go to Orbit, which might be next week, I might have to scoop up the standard second.
Is there
sight.
a domestic 4K for that one? I don't think they've released.
No, just second sight.
Yeah. So, but hey, it's like there's a 4K out there. Why aren't you releasing it?
But hey, I do like second sight standards because you don't lose any of your special features. You just use the big chunky box stuff. and all that stuff, which is, yeah, I mean, if you have to have that, but Orbit sells the standard second sights for like $30.
Yep.
Which is very reasonable for a really good 4K with all the
Yeah.
special features.
I want to
Yeah.
say I got the Hitcher, like I got the, the big fat Hitcher box. It's like, I want to say that was only like $50. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I got mine from them as well. That's actually the only chunky box that I have is the Hitcher. The rest of them I just went standard. Like I got the Hitcher, I'm like, oh, this is really nice, but this could be a problem if I wanted to get all of them in chunky boxes. So I'll stick with standard.
I try to stick with domestic, but I do like second sight, and there's no US domestic 4K of the Nice Guys, and I'm coming up on a year since I've seen the Nice Guys. It's about a month away from like 1 year since I've seen it, and that's one that I do like to revisit. So
it might be time. I might have to get it, and then it might be time for the movie Monk to do another watch along on his.
Yeah, holler at me when you watch it. I'll put it in. We'll watch it together. Like, you'll be there and I'll be here, but in spirit, like our souls. You know what I mean? Like, we will unite and join as one, metaphorically.
Yes, I did. I did see my mom today. I had to go out to work, but right by her house. So on the way out, I swung by to see her.
It's good. Family's important. I saw my dad today.
Yeah.
Went over and I dropped some stuff off for him. He needed some. I was like, dude, you got to be drinking this protein. I was like, you need your protein. He's been exercising a lot lately. I'm like, dude, you need it. I don't think you're eating enough protein. I don't think you're eating enough micronutrients either. So I dropped him off some muscle milk because it's got, not only does it have protein, but it's also got like the micronutrients. It's like a multivitamin. I was like, drink a scoop of this before bed. And he's asleep when I dropped it off. So I like cover him up in his blanket. He wakes up. And so, yeah, I saw my dad today, but.
So you live close to your dad, just not your mom.
Yeah. Live right close to my dad. I can walk to my dad's.
Okay. All right, Johnny, you got your stack?
Yeah, actually, I do have my stack here. I already know. As soon as I pull one, I know exactly what Jay's going to say. So, but all right, my first one has already been brought out tonight, and it is Paris, Texas.
Okay.
My second one is a stream the other night. Jeff may have been on it. I don't know. He may have been. I'm not sure. I know it was on Corey's stream, but Blowout.
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's one. I'll say that one for last. Yeah, this director is a piece of shit, but he does make a fine film. A Face in the Crowd, because Elia Kazan's a piece of shit. Next one is a Western, Winchester 73.
Shit.
And my last one, I already know what he's going to say, but Philadelphia Story.
Why do you do this to me? Why?
You know what? Since Jeff did 2 last month, you guys can give me 2 this month.
I'll let you go first, Jeff, just in case you and I agree. What a stack, though.
I mean, that is a stack. So I've never seen most of those. I've seen Paris, Texas, and that one I would recommend to watch. But we keep making Johnny watch long ones too, so we might save Paris, Texas for another time. I'm thinking either Winchester 73 or the Philadelphia Story.
I'm leaning towards the Philadelphia Story myself. The Philadelphia Story, I do not regard. I mean, look, it's Cary Grant again. It's Katharine Hepburn is back. It could not be more different from Bringing Up Baby if it was directed by Martin Scorsese. Like, it is a very different film. It was remade in the 50s with Frank Sinatra as High Society, which is a great film too. See if you can find the 4K slipcover on that, because that has been a bane of my existence the last month or so. But yeah, I mean, geez, Philadelphia Story is definitely a whole different vibe. But it's like, what is it, 1941? It's a couple years later. And it's a good one. Jimmy Stewart. You got 2 Jimmy Stewarts in there for me to choose from. You got Jimmy Stewart going up against Jimmy Stewart.
I mean, I think he's just about to watch a whole bunch of Jimmy Stewart this month.
Well, if that's what you guys want, then it'll be these two.
Hey, it's a good selection.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good set. How much are they both really long? Did we just give you a whole bunch of long movies?
Philadelphia Story.
This one's like 90 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's Philadelphia Story. 110.
112.
Oh, the
Okay.
top of my head. The top of my head, people. The top. I was off by 2 minutes off the dome of a movie I haven't seen in 12 years. Holy shit. I am Nostradamus tonight. I'm going to go buy a scratcher ticket. Anyway, let me show you what I got. I got an eclectic blend, and some of this stuff might be stuff that I've shown you before, but you didn't pick it. But guess what? Here's your second chance to pick some of this stuff. In fact, this one I know I've shown you guys before. Pygmalion.
Okay.
George Bernard Shaw. This is an out-of-print Criterion DVD.
Yes, it is.
See that? That's a DVD. This is out of print, mad out of print. But George Bernard Shaw, you know, what's her name? God, I'm going to remember it after this and kick myself. But, you know, George Bernard Shaw. So I've also got a documentary in here. This is one that's fairly well known. Criterion did this one, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it in my hand right now. And it's called Gimme Shelter. It's a Rolling Stones documentary. It talks about the concert that they did.
Oh,
I think it was in the late 60s, and the Hells Angels were
Yeah.
involved, and people got killed.
Mhm.
And it was wild. So this is about that particular concert. And as you can see, I haven't watched this. I bought this shit. Look at that. That's how much we paid for Criterion DVD back in the day. Can you see how obscene that is?
Previously viewed.
It's disgusting.
Previously viewed for
I don't think
$27.
This is a Criterion DVD back then was a disgusting thing to buy. You
Yes,
could
it
get
was.
cocaine cheaper than Criterion's. Criterion's kept me clean for many years because I was too busy buying these to get drugs. So anyway, this is one that I've been waiting for about 22 years to watch. So, you know, there's that. I also got Mafioso. This is another out-of-print Criterion DVD. I'm picking a bunch of out-of-print ones tonight. Those look like Tony Soprano in them right there. Doesn't it look like some kid's drawing of Tony Soprano? Like I showed my kid one episode of Sopranos, and then my wife got mad at me, and so this is what she drew. He made me watch the movie with the man with the ducks. So Mafioso, it's an Italian film from, I don't know, what is that? 1962. Never seen it before though. I found it at Bull Moose, and I was like, this is an out-of-print Criterion. It's used. It's like $12. I'm buying it. Anyway, I also got another one. I've had this one forever. I've had this one for so long. 2-Lane Blacktop.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, so have I. That's why I bought it and then never watched it. Anyway, 2-Lane Blacktop is supposedly great film.
Is that a
1971.
digipack?
Yeah. Digipack with like a thick book. Look at how thick this book is. This book is so thick. It's probably Latina. Look how thick. I'm sorry, Johnny. I apologize. I've had a couple of beers now, so I'm going to say dumb shit like that in the middle of our stream. But yeah, it came with this thick book. This is the screenplay. Like, I don't know, just in case I miss a piece of dialogue, I can go read the screenplay. Comes with the whole ass Latina screenplay for 2-Lane Blacktop. And yeah, this is a digipack of it's a DVD, man. Look at this thing. It opens up.
A digipack DVD.
Opens up. Yeah, they did digipacks back in the day. At least they started to back at the tail end of their DVD era. It was wild how like big and complete this set is. And I'd love to upgrade it to 4K, but I need to watch it first to decide if it's worthy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
it's got James Taylor in it.
Yeah. It's like his only movie that he did, or like one of the only movies he did. So anyway, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I heard it's wild, crazy 70s film. And then I got one that's more of a, this is more of like a His Holiness J type of film. This is one of the only Criterion. In fact, I think this is the only Criterion samurai film that I've never seen, and it is Samurai Rebellion. You guys made me watch Samurai Spy a couple months ago. That was one that I hadn't seen. Samurai Rebellion, though, has Toshiro Mifune, I believe, in here. I believe. Anyway, I haven't watched this one, but it looks kind of cool, man. Look at those guys. They're like fighting on the back and shit. Can't really see their swords too well. Come on, autofocus. Work with me here.
Oh, nice.
These guys are duking it out. I don't know what's going to go down in this movie. He looked like he got some chunks of something on his sword. Look at that. He even spreading jam on his kids' peanut butter and jelly with that. Otherwise, that's another Japanese dude's viscera all up on his sword. He got a chunk of somebody's jejunum on his fucking sword right there. He just gave somebody a colonoscopy with that thing. He got a little chunk on that. Anyway, these are the films that I selected to watch, and it is an eclectic blend, I know, but now you have to make the all important decision. What are you gonna cause me to watch this month? Which of these wonderful films?
Mine is down to Samurai Rebellion because I love Toshiro Mifune. But I mean, come on, give me Shelter, the Rolling Stones, and it's a documentary, and that shit really happened.
Yeah,
I'm going with Give Me Shelter.
Which one of those two is the shorter?
Okay, so Gimme Shelter is 91 minutes, very
That's it.
doable. 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio, too. Look at that. 1970. I got a weird thing. Have you guys heard of a thing called anemoia? Anemoia. You guys heard of anemoia?
Mm-mm.
You guys got to Google it. I'll spell it for you in the chat. But it's a sense of nostalgia for a time that you've never experienced or a place that you've never experienced.
Right.
It's like we all get nostalgic for like our childhood. Like, oh, I remember watching Thundercats and I remember playing with my Star Wars toys with my younger brother. And like, oh my God, like, wouldn't it be great to relive a day from 1992 again? You know what I mean? Like you get nostalgic for your childhood and those good memories and shit. But like, it's very odd to be like, I'm legit nostalgic for like the 1960s. Every time I watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I'm like, oh my God, like the way he describes it's 1972 when he wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but he's looking back on the 60s and the hippie movement and the anti-war movement, all of like the cultural revolution that occurred then. And I feel very nostalgic for that period of time based on how Hunter S. Thompson, I've even read the book because I just needed to like see how Hunter S. Thompson described that period of time. And so I'm hoping that what this film provides, being that it came out in 70 and it's covering the late 60s, I'm really hoping that we get some of that like culture in there. I'm really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Gimme Shelter as well because those were my two picks, and I'm gonna go with the one that's a little bit shorter because I know Dad Time.
Okay, yeah, Dad Time.
And you've been waiting like 20-ish years to watch that bad boy.
Definitely like 20, maybe like a solid like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I can't wait to watch this one.
It's time. It's been previously viewed, but it's time to be viewed again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Time to bust it out.
What spine number is that?
99.
99? Wow.
Yeah, because I was looking it up now on Criterion. It's on the Criterion channel, so I might check it out.
Oh, yeah. 99. These are actually all pretty old spine numbers. I don't think the oldest one here is 424. Mafioso is spine number 424. Everything, all these other movies are before 424. Two Lane Blacktop is 414. Of course, this one's 99 as previously established. This is 310. And then Pygmalion is 85. So I got a lot of the older Criterion numbers. I do have a lot of them that I bought like 25 years ago. They're all DVDs.
We got the timing down on that. That was great.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, check it out. So Scholar says that the Nice Guys did get a US 4K in 2025, but for some reason the studio had no faith in it and gave it an MOD release.
That's really unfortunate because I feel like an Arrow would be wonderful. A cinematograph, I would take a cinematograph.
It is Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they let Arrow do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. They let Arrow do whatever Arrow wants.
All right. Well, speaking of doing whatever you want, I'm going to tell people that they should buy some Criterions this month.
Yeah.
I pulled a few recommendations from my shelf. Obviously, we talked up the Before trilogy earlier. That was a recommendation from both me and Johnny. We're both gonna recommend that. It's a must have, in my opinion. I seriously say if you're only trying to maybe get one thing, the Before trilogy is a great one thing to get.
Yeah, it's not bad advice at all.
Yeah. Another one. Now this is an older spine number, but it's a new upgrade. I absolutely loved this. I think it might be considered one of the first slashers, but that's going to be Peeping Tom.
Yep.
Yeah. If you like horror movies, if you like slashers, this is a great one to go for it. If you like contemporary films, this is really good for that as well, because it's very contemporary in the way that it's filmed. Great. Well, odd things that they do with the camera. There's some really neat things they do with camera work in this movie that I really enjoy, and I think that everybody should at least check it out once. But I think you should more than check it out once. I think it should be added to the collection. Of course, I'm always recommending this one. This is one of my favorites. When they release the 4K, I will buy it again. And that is Smooth Talk.
Yeah.
Always telling everyone, you have to have this. I mean, Treat Williams is tight. I love Treat Williams, man. Treat Williams is such a slept-on actor.
Yeah.
Laura Dern. She just did The Closet recently. She just did the Criterion Closet. Laura Dern did, and she come out with a stack of movies, and she pulled this one off and talked about it for a moment. So, and I just love the spine, man. The spine just pops right off the shelf because it just sticks out. The reason why I found this film was I watched a whole bunch of Criterion Closets. And I kept seeing this pink spine pop out. I'm like, what the hell is this pink spine popping off the shelf to their left? Because it was over to the left of a whole bunch of people for about 6 months until they rearranged the closet again. I kept seeing it. And they keep it in spine order. So I did some investigation and I'm like, okay, it's Smooth Talk. And then I realized like all the components of everything that came together and decided to grab it. The trick with this one is you have to find it in store, or you have to go to Amazon and hope that Amazon does it for 50%.
Yeah,
because it will be in stock on Barnes and Noble all the way up until about 3 minutes after the sale starts.
Yep.
Once it goes to $19.99, it lasts about 3 minutes and it's out of stock.
Can confirm.
It happens every time.
Handy,
huh?
It's where Amazon comes in handy. I'm just saying.
It is, yeah. And I see it pop up in some people's stores, like some people that go hunting for Criterions on their YouTube channels. I do see it in some, but I've actually never seen it in a Barnes and Noble. And I get to hit ones up in like Asheville and Chattanooga, like big ass cities. I've never seen Smooth Talk in the store. I actually had to get that Smooth Talk from Amazon, and I got it for like $21 because that was before Amazon even completely price matched, but it was worth it. But I tell you, everybody should have it. Now it does. Jason, you'll probably want to hold off, my guy, because it is a new restored 4K digital transfer.
Yeah.
And this Blu-ray came out in 2021.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be getting a 4K probably this November.
Yeah.
But if you're not a stickler for 4K and you just like to add good Criterions to your shelf, man, I'm telling you, Smooth Talk. Now I'm gonna be real quick with this next one and then let the other guys talk. But I really enjoyed this. I've told some friends about it. I think Johnny's watched it even as well. I had a lot of fun with this. It was way off the wall. I didn't realize it was it German? Polish. It's Polish. I didn't realize it was a Polish movie, but it was really cool. And we're talking about The Lure.
Yep.
This movie's fun.
Yeah.
It is not a 4K transfer. It is just a high definition transfer. So I don't think that you would get stuck with it getting a 4K. This Blu-ray has been out since 2015, and I don't hear many people talk about it. So I don't think it's one of those ones that Criterion thinks they'll make a lot of money off of repressing it. I think this is a good one to go ahead and snag now because I don't think it'll get much more than the Blu-ray that it has. And it looks beautiful. Like it popped on my OLED like it was a 4K almost. This was a fun movie. I didn't know what I was getting into. My wife bought it for me for Christmas, and I don't know, man. It was just a lot of fun. I would watch it again, but I'm trying not to watch the same movie multiple times this year, and I've already watched it this year, so I'll have to wait till 2027 to watch it again. But I'm excited to watch it again. But yeah, those are my picks. Those are all ones that I think people should grab up. And now, these are Blu-rays, so they'll be $20 on sale. And then this is a 4K, and then this is a 4K. So I was trying to keep it where everything I was kind of like suggesting was still kind of budget friendly for most people, because even some people are a little tiptoey about $20 in today's economy, and I don't blame them. But these are good ones. Like you'll have a good time for $20.
All right. Since we are getting up to the the end of the Criterion sale, and if you guys people out there, if you guys want to get into it, we have mentioned some titles. Obviously, the Before trilogy, which is probably one of the best. Would you really want to call it a box set? I mean, it's
one
movies.
story. It's one story. But no, I call it a box set only because if you look at one side of it, there's 3 different spine numbers.
Okay.
So to me, I consider that a box set.
Yeah.
And then the box set itself has a different spine number. So there's 4 spine numbers.
There's 4 spine numbers on here. But, the Before trilogy, great set of films. The next one, I was turned on to this from Tim Talks Talkies. He just loves talking about this film. And I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And I did check it out, and it's really good. And that's Summertime.
Okay, that one's on my short list. Now that's a Blu-ray, right?
Yep, that's just a Blu-ray. It's a 4K digital restoration. But David Lean, you all know who David Lean is.
Oh.
He says this is his favorite film. David Lean, he did Lawrence of Arabia, and I think he did The Bridge on the River Kwai. But he said this was his favorite film because he shot this in, it was in Italy. I want to say Venice. Katharine Hepburn, she plays a 40-year-old single woman, and she's trying to find love. And the dad from the Christmas Story, he's in this. And she kind of like has an affair with a married man there.
Ooh.
But it doesn't have the ending like you would expect it to have. But Summertime.
What's the runtime on that?
100 minutes, so an hour and 40 minutes.
And just because I like it, could you show me the spine for that one?
Of course, Jeff. It's spine number 22, and
ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Could you show me the spine again with your shirt off, please?
Okay. Wait a minute. I've already taken my shirt off once on a live stream. I'm not doing it again.
A lot.
Now, my next one, I know Jeff, I'm pretty sure Jeff has seen this one, but I went to go watch this in the theater, and it's kind of like a modern retelling of like When Harry Met Sally. But Love and Basketball. Love this movie. My wife even loves this movie, which is kind of weird. She really doesn't get into the whole Criterion stuff with me, but I was checking this out, and she's like, oh, okay. And she just sat down, and she absolutely loved this. But yeah, Omar Epps.
Yes. Now, that's like a newer one, right? Like a newer spine number and everything. Like it's kind of newer to the collection, right?
1097. I think it came out couple
Okay.
years ago, maybe.
That would have been like 2020 or 2021.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah, loving basketball.
I remember really enjoying that one. As a snapper case DVD.
The next one is, Stacy asked me maybe a couple of months ago what my favorite film of the 2010s was. And without missing a beat, I had to say Parasite.
Okay.
Parasite, phenomenal film, Best Picture winner. And this was my first Bong Joon-ho film that I ever saw. And yes, absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's spine. That's kind of average, but
That's cool.
and yeah, that shit does play a part in the movie.
Like,
But yeah, it's Dolby Atmos on a Blu-ray, and I think this one also has you got a color version of Parasite, and you also have a black and white version of Parasite.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that movie before, but I've heard really good praise.
It's 130 some minutes. It's like a little over 2 hours, but it is so amazing. It's so engaging. The very end of it, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but the very end of it, it's kind of heartbreaking. It's about a poor family who comes and tries to take over the lives of a rich family in Korea. It's amazing. Now, my last one is it's one of my favorite films that I have ever seen. There is a 4K of this, but it's not in the collection. This is just a Blu-ray. I know Jay's probably seen it, but Do the Right Thing.
I'm surprised they don't have the 4K yet.
Maybe it's something with Universal, and they said, no, we're just going to do the 4K. You can't have it.
Good movie.
If you love film, you have to have Do the Right Thing in your collection.
That's the triple truth, Ruth.
Mm-hmm. And Do the Right Thing, it was the first Criterion title I ever purchased on DVD. And yes, Jay, this thing comes with a book thick enough it should be Latina.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on. You got Sal's Pizza, Mookie, the cop there, Radio Raheem, which is the cop car in Radio Raheem. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Great film. So, yeah, that's my 5 that if you're starting to get into the Criterion collection, you can't go wrong with any of those titles.
Oh, yeah. It's good titles there. I'll throw out a couple more. I'm just going to give you 2. Yeah. Halo.
I was going to pull Solo, but
definitely watch it with your kids too. Okay.
Yep.
The younger, the better. I'm going to recommend Les Samurai. I always recommend Les Samurai. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep recommending Les Samurai until every person on this planet has seen it or I die, whichever one comes first. We all know what it's going to be. Les Samurai is an incredible film. Melville, obviously Jean-Pierre Melville, important French filmmaker, sort of proto new wave. Guys like Godard and stuff looked up to him. They very much admired him. He was sort of grandfathered in, despite being of a slightly older generation. They still said, "No, this is our boy. We rep the same French new wave." Boo. And so, Les Samurai you can't go wrong with Les Samurai. It's a great film. Really, really high recommend on Les Samurai. I've got a whole video on my YouTube channel where I spend like 30 minutes talking about what makes that film so incredible and why it is such a classic, a French crime thriller film. The other one I'm going to recommend, let's see, what's not out of print. I don't want to give an out of print recommendation here. So I am going to, I want to recommend that one, but that one's out of print, huh? I'm going to say, the 4K of His Girl Friday, that is one of the few screwball comedies that Criterion has given a 4K to. In fact, it's one of the few. We don't have a lot of comedies of the 1930s on 4K. A lot of them have been put out on Blu-ray by Criterion and Kino and even the studios, but we don't have a ton of 1930s comedies. I think His Girl Friday is actually 1940 or 41, but it's right there in that era. The very early 40s. But Criterion did finally give it a 4K, and I think if we all go out and buy it, then they might understand that we want more 1930s comedy, 1940s comedy, Cary Grant starring comedy. It's another one directed by Howard Hawks. It's a very satisfying film, tons of fun to watch, great movie. So it's very like, you'll enjoy the shit out of it, and 4K, kind of the penultimate. It was sort of came at the end of that screwball comedy, the original screwball comedy cycle. So it happened one night, kicks it off, and His Girl Friday is kind of the other bookmark where now it's kind of the end of that initial cycle. So that kind of bookmarks it and says, okay, it's over now. His Girl Friday's come out. We've done all we're going to do with screwball comedy, at least this decade. So I recommend His Girl Friday. Everybody should go get that on 4K, specifically 4Ks.
Awesome. Oh yeah, His Girl Friday. I'll have to look into that one.
Great movie. Criterion's got a great selection of that genre.
Yeah, I don't have very many of them, but I do have It Happened One Night, and I watched that, and I really enjoyed it. Me and my wife watched it together. But I think that might be like one of the only ones I have. I might have some older DVDs, like Warner Archive DVDs, that probably fit that bill.
Warner Archive.
But in terms of Criterion, I think all I have is It Happened One Night.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get some other ones, because Johnny showed off some good ones this evening too. So
that's the truth.
And when we all go backstage after the show ends, I'll show you guys everything I picked up.
I'm gonna have to run upstairs and pee before that.
We got Chris popping in this evening. He said evening all, dropped in to say hi. Hope having a good evening. Yeah, man, it's been a great stream. Thanks for popping in here. He says Sorcerer and No Country for Old Men. I highly recommend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both good.
And then Brad says that the samurai plays well with No Country for Old Men in a weird way.
I could see that in a weird way, being kind of like similar, like melancholy vibes with, characters that aren't necessarily scrutable. You don't necessarily know what's going on in their heads, what their motivations are. Yeah, I can see that.
All right. So I'm a little tired and just wanting to make sure I didn't miss anything, right?
We had all the books to add to the collection.
Huh?
What movies do we want to see added to the collection?
What movie?
What's our number one movie?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Well, you guys, I'll go ahead and give my 3 while you guys are looking around.
Okay.
Yeah. First off, we lost him this year, and I want the French Connection in the Criterion collection. We got to have more Hurricane Billy in there and Gene Hackman. Great film. Also, another one this director is in the Criterion collection, but I want to see a 4K for Good Will Hunting in the Criterion collection. Great film. And my last one, yes, he's a piece of shit director, but this film is utterly amazing, and it's A Streetcar Named Desire.
There we go. I want the entire Harvey Weinstein box set, just like the Kubrick collection. I want the Harvey Weinstein collection on Criterion collection. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, but Miramax put out some bangers in the 90s, and you know it.
I want Dogman in there, damn it.
Shit.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing some more Kevin Smith. Like, we haven't had anything since Chasing Amy. I doubt they're going to upgrade that one, because I think that one's messed up in rights now, isn't it?
Because like how everything was split up between Paramount and Lionsgate. Like I think it would probably like there's a cutoff point, like from this point in the mid 90s forward goes to Paramount, and after it goes to Lionsgate. So, gun to my head, I think it would probably Lionsgate would have to let it go, because I think the announcement came today or yesterday that they're doing Clerks 2 with a 4K steelbook.
Whoa!
Yeah,
it's like in the same design as Clerks 3, where it has that removable slipcover.
Yeah, well, it better stay in stock a little bit longer than that Clerks 3 did.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, well, it's at Best Buy. I'll go and get it. And shit, all they had was the fucking Blu-ray.
Motherfuckers. I just got one. I'll show you one that I would love for Criterion to put out. It's stuck on. Well, actually, I think there was a Blu-ray of this, but it was shitty. Everyone said it was shitty. It's basically dead, right? Like the DVD's out of print, the Blu-ray is out of print. It sucks that you can't go buy this movie, and I want a Criterion 4K of this so badly because I think it belongs in the collection. And that is The Twilight Samurai. It's a great little film. I think it's super well made. It definitely belongs there with other Japanese film. They have a lot of Japanese film and they have a lot of samurai film in the Criterion collection already. But a lot of that is Kurosawa stuff from the 50s, from the 60s. You got stuff like Rashomon. You got stuff like The Seven Samurai. Great. They've also got 60s stuff like Kill and Sword of the Beast. But what I would really love to see from them is a little bit more contemporary shit. This is 2002 or 2003. It's not exactly a brand new movie at this point anyway, but it's a hell of a lot newer than some of their 50s and 60s shit. And this desperately needs a proper good restoration, a couple of commentaries, give me a documentary if you please, and a 4K of The Twilight Samurai. It's a great film. Very good film.
So, Criterion doesn't mess with remakes too often, but there is one that I actually found on an old recorded VHS that I acquired for my mom. They recorded it off of TV, and I didn't know it at the time when I watched it. And this wasn't that long ago. I watched it like last summer. Well, I found the DVD of it, and that's all that exists. But I think they should do the remake of Failsafe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a live television performance.
Yep.
And the actors in this, like, I didn't know. I mean, Don Cheadle has basically been good since like forever, I guess, because he was awesome in this.
Wait till you see him in Devil in a Blue Dress.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this has got a banging cast. A lot of these actors are already in the collection in one way or another, anyways, because they all deserve to be in there. But I actually thought this was really good, and I didn't realize it was a remake when I watched the VHS tape. And then when I seen it was a remake, I clicked on it, and then I went to hit Amazon, and it brought up the Criterion because they have the original Failsafe in the line.
Okay.
So I think it'd be really cool if they brought the live TV one. It doesn't feel like it's a live TV performance, but it is. So I think that should be in the collection.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, Sculder. We want those too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But those are like givens, and like I could keep repeating myself every month to say I want The Rock and I want Armageddon, I want Halloween back, and
yeah.
Right now we're just gonna keep getting 4Ks of Blu-rays we already have, I think so. And with a new one here and there. Kevin Smith's tusk needs Kevin Smith's tusk just needs some more love in general. You can't find a physical of that very easily at all.
Isn't that an A24 title?
I think so. But A24 is starting to do their own line now.
Yeah.
And like release their own special editions and all that stuff. So maybe Tusk comes back.
Maybe.
All right, guys. We know that you got something going on, Johnny. What is that? What you got going on this weekend?
Sunday evening, I believe it's at 7:00. April and I are going to be doing our hangout with a haul. I'll be showing you guys everything that I picked up during the Criterion sale and everything I picked up during the whole month of June. Because once the Criterion sale starts, I do not buy anything but Criterions. But I picked up a whole bunch of stuff in June, and we couldn't make a video for that because we went on vacation. And I just told April, I said, shit, we'll just combine everything into 1 month and we'll just do our traditional hangout with a haul. So I've got that coming up, and I think in 2 weeks I'll be with Jeff, and we'll be on Mega Mike's channel doing our Criterion post game show.
Oh yeah.
All right. Jason, what you got going on, man?
Yo, man, I'm just churning out videos from time
Yeah,
to
you
time.
are.
Movie
Yeah,
Master.
you are.
Dog. Shit.
You blowing up
Check me
over. You
out.
blowing up
Mhm.
over there.
Doing what I can, man. It's been kind of slow the last couple of weeks. The samurai stuff has not been as popular, but whatever. I don't care. I'm stubborn and also kind of dumb. So
Hey, you got monetized now, right?
Yeah,
people
sure
gotta
did.
watch ads to watch you now.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. Because I have to become a millionaire. So
Hey,
Uh,
I give you back YouTube money.
I got to
YouTube
swim in that
pays you.
YouTube money.
Yeah, YouTube pays you. I got the premiums, so I don't have to watch the ads to get to see your pretty face. But I
Right.
know that part of my premium payment goes to your channel.
Much obliged.
But I've been digging what you've been doing over there. So
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Just
you got anything real huge? Like I
Yeah,
mean, you got a video that you're excited about?
I wouldn't say anything huge, but I'm definitely gonna do a week from tonight. I'll do a live stream because I finally did cross 1,000. I haven't done a live stream since crossing 1,000 subs, so I'll do a live stream to commemorate that. And then I think also during that live stream, I'm gonna pop on a little film called Ninja Scroll because it is Samurai July. And Samurai July, you can't be done with Samurai July until you watch Ninja Scroll. So I might do a little live watch along of Ninja Scroll live commentary. I'm gonna have to cover that up because that movie gets gnarly, but it's absolutely one of my favorites. So I might do that just because it's gonna be tons of fun. It ties into the topic, the theme that I got going on for Samurai July. And I'm very enthusiastic about that film. So no doubt I'll say a lot of offensive things about that movie.
Ninja Scroll is awesome. Actually, Black Glove Reviews that's in the chat. He's the one that got me on that film.
Thank him. That's a good friend.
And we had the hardest time finding it for me to be able to watch it because it doesn't stream anywhere like most anime. And then it just so happened that like right before we were gonna do our, because we would watch it and then we'd get together and talk about it is what we were doing for our film, for like a film or whatever. And just right before we were going to do that, they released a new Blu-ray of it. So I do have it in the collection. It's
you have the did you get the Blu-ray or the Blu-ray Steelbook?
Just the Blu-ray. I missed the Steelbook.
The Steelbook like kind of came and went pretty fast. I was surprised. I put in my order like late and it came like 6 weeks late. I was so surprised when Amazon delivered it because I expected them to send me that cancellation email, but they finally sent me the Steelbook for Ninja Scroll and I was like,
I think the Blu-ray's gone now even. Like the Blu-ray didn't last long. Like it came and went too.
A 4K is coming out next year. So they did a 4K restoration and they're actually, I think they're going to do some like theatrical showings of the 4K of Ninja Scroll in like September, I want to say. And then next year they're going to put out the 4K and they're probably going to do a Steelbook of that. And it's probably going to sell.
Like do you think for sure you're just kind of thinking like that's the steps that most take now?
No, I mean I think I saw them announce something. Like I'll search for it and I'll send you a link and I'll like firm it up. But Sentai is the ones who have the physical media license for Ninja Scroll in the US. And I think I saw something on their Instagram or something saying that the 4K is going to come. They are going to release it on 4K next year.
I'll upgrade that one. Even though I've only had the Blu-ray for like a year, I'll upgrade it.
Such a good movie. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's over the top, but it's just so awesome. It's like, so sick.
Afro Samurai does not exist without that.
No, it certainly doesn't. It certainly doesn't.
So awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys got some cool stuff going on.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see. I got I don't have anything like necessarily scheduled on my channel for live streams. Content wise, I got some stuff that I'm kind of working on, but sometimes it just sits on the editing table forever because I hate to edit. I know for sure next Friday, though, you can catch me over on Huck's channel. We're going to be doing a 52-week movie challenge July recap. I have, if I'm not mistaken, I think I hold the honor of being the only consistent guest every month of that stream. and I am trying really hard to make sure I keep that title because it's really fun to do that, and it's the only thing that's keeping me in line to watch movies. There's some weeks I just don't have any free time, and I'm like, but I gotta watch my challenge movie. So it's at least doing that much for me on the weeks that are really pinching me for time. I'm figuring out still a way to fit that in. So I have a lot of fun. Of course, if you guys don't know who Huck is, I don't know what you're doing here on my channel. Go over there and subscribe to Huck. That's Chicken Boy over there. But yeah, that's I know for sure I got that. And then, like Johnny said, in about a week and a half, we've got a Criterion wrap up over on Mega Mike's channel with a big panel of great Criterion snobs like the rest of us. We're going to see a lot of movies there, I'm sure. And we'll be back in about a month to talk about what we're going to watch, because we all picked something new to watch this month. And I'm excited. I'm not even gonna front. I'm gonna try to get my mom over here to watch this with me on the projector. So I think it should be a good time. So, but until next month, remember to keep those pinkies up and stick with Criterion.